Entertainment is proud to present
WBCW Florida Country Radio
with your host, DJ Big Country.
Oh, yeah, it's another Saturday morning right here at the Sinkhole Show. We are hanging out with you here in the studio. Everybody's here. Sarah Lee, she's here. She's actually fixing us breakfast this morning, believe it or not. I'm impressed. It looks good. As soon as I'm sure it tastes good, too. We got also renowned world-known comic and all-around slacker of barbecue cooker, Mr. Vic Clevenger. What's up there, buddy? He's hanging out with us here, too. Yeah, he just came for the biscuits and gravy. Whatever. You ain't right. But, yeah, Sarah Lee's got to get her headphones on. She just got done cooking. I guess, we appreciate her cooking since she got here late this morning. But that's... No, don't blame it on me because you can't drive. I am fine. Yeah, whatever. But I don't know. Just put them on. Yeah, right. Yeah. So we got. We're going to be talking about some stuff this morning. I guess you're going to have to move that microphone over then now since you're sitting like that. Are you going to sit facing him, or are you going to actually face this way? Oh, okay. Because I got to make sure your microphone's on so everybody can hear you. Say something. Say something. Something. There you go. Can you hear me talk too?
Yeah.
This is the first time she's actually in the studio, and she can actually hear everything that's going on. I'm impressed. See, you want to hear?
Are you impressed because I look adorable?
See, there's the school bell going on too. So, am I impressed because you got headphones? Is that what you're saying?
No, because I look cute with headphones.
Oh, is that what it is? So while we get things set up here and going, let's see what we got here for this morning. Brand new, one of our artists from Florida Country Radio. She just dropped her brand new album this morning. We're going to fire it up here real quick and play the song while I eat some. What do you want? Oh, she's got her mouth full. She's making sign gestures here and stuff. But yeah, we're playing charades. But we're gonna play Megan McMillan's one of her new songs off of her album that dropped last night. We can play Diamond Dixie. I don't care.
How come I can't hear you?
Because he ain't close enough to the microphone. Or did you turn it off?
I can't hear you at all.
Oh, try it now.
How about now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
There we go.
Yeah.
I forgot to.
Way to go, Mr. Radio
I forgot to turn them up. I forgot to turn them up. Whatever. Yeah, let's go ahead and we'll fire her song up here, and we'll eat some biscuits and gravy here real quick. This is a brand new song from her EP called Rodeo. Check it out right here. The Saturday Morning Sinkhole.
Okay, we speak
They said I'd never make it past that county line. My white trash frills just ain't enough. It's been a long and winding road, one hell of a ride. But falling off and getting up sure made me tough. Came up tough where the cotton grows, burned down that gypsy road. dig on in and hold on tight, 'cause I ain't gonna break. Came up tough where the cotton grows, burned down that gypsy road. Heard every line, seen every show. Son, you ought to know this ain't, no, this ain't, this ain't my first rodeo.
Brand new song, Rodeo, right there from Megan McMillan from her brand new EP that was just dropped last night. So we're sitting here, and Sarah has served up the biscuits and gravy, and we got the coffee, and I don't know what else we need.
I think we're good to go.
You think so?
I think so.
So,
You got enough leftovers. You can have this tomorrow morning for breakfast and lunch, probably.
all right, leftovers.
And I'm having it with honey.
You're having it with honey, huh? Yeah, Vic over here, he's talking about honey something. I don't know what the hell. Something honey and whips. Honey and whips and chains or something like that. So anyways, we're talking today about the CMA Awards from Wednesday night. And how many people got to see the CMAs, huh? That's right, the CMA Awards. Everybody who was anybody was there, and we were watching the CMA Awards, and we had some predictions that we made last weekend, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So you got your mouth full there, and I'm sitting here talking. What's up with that?
All right.
I hope them biscuits and gravy are good, but that's all right. All right, so what was our predictions here? I know I picked a few of them.
Yeah, for Entertainer of the Year, neither one of us picked right.
I know.
We both lost that one. We both lost Female Vocalist of the Year. Was that you?
Yeah. Entertainer of the Year.
Entertainer of the Year. I picked Garth Brooks.
Did I get that right? I thought
You picked Miranda
I
Lambert.
picked Miranda.
And it was Luke Bryan.
And it was Luke Bryan, yeah.
I don't think anybody can hear you over there.
He probably can barely, but...
Okay.
Everybody knows Luke Bryan was going to win. He's like the hottest ticket ever. Garth Brooks hasn't done anything really this year. I mean, he's not really made a lot of noise. Like
I only picked people I knew.
Which
I'm not much into country.
I was
had
going to
no
say,
idea
yeah,
what
she just learned in the last couple of weeks, because she hasn't really done anything with country music.
I bet Miranda is the one I would have chosen if I had to pick.
Well, yeah.
She's hotter than a pistol.
But,
however, she's gone a little bit downhill a little bit because of her divorce.
Well, but did you notice, though, Wednesday night that as a rule, her and Blake has won pretty much everything the last 4 years. Now, all of a sudden, that they're divorced, Blake didn't win crap. But yet Miranda still took home, what was Female Artist of the Year.
That's because behind every great man is a woman.
Oh, my God. Here we go.
Y'all know it's true.
Where's the bullshit button? But yeah. Oh, and did you see the look that Luke Bryan gave to Miranda when he was on stage? When he was thanking all the other artists there, he looked directly at Miranda and didn't say two words to her about anything.
Well, he really couldn't. His buddy, he's friends with her, and he co-hosts a show with her ex-husband. So he really can't say much to her. What's he going to say to her? What is he going to say to her? He's thinking everybody else. I like to think
should
Miranda,
at least.
who
Well,
really had nothing to do with my success. Thank you, Miranda, for sitting there next to my wife, keeping her company while I'm up here winning an award that nobody else got.
I don't know.
So what surprised me about Miranda, you want to get down to the nuts and bolts of it, is when she got up there for her acceptance speech, she was wearing a Chris Stapleton T-shirt.
I know. I saw that.
In a way, cheering for Chris Stapleton, who was in the same category as
Blake was.
as Blake Shelton.
Oh, that is beautiful. Yeah,
So
I like
that was. But notice that whenever she won, that they didn't cut to Blake to get his reaction.
Yeah.
On the cameras.
I don't know. Am I the only one that thinks that Blake Shelton and oh shoot,
Gwen Stefani.
yes,
Stefani.
are just kind of an odd mix?
They are. They're playing. They're both on a rebound. They both need to get
I think so, too.
their little groove on, and they're the nearest single person without any kind of real attachments available to each other right now. And they spend all kinds of time with them. And she flew in
I
from
saw.
L.A. to hang out
She
with
did,
Blake
yeah.
to the after party.
Well, no,
Wasn't it
she
on
actually
his private jet?
She actually came into Nashville with him, and then I guess at the last minute they decided not to go to the awards with him.
But
But
she went to the after
She went to
parties.
the after parties with him.
Well, they asked her what kind of. She said, according to what I read, that it was a last minute decision to fly in,
Yeah, it was. It was last minute.
and that she didn't have a dress to wear for the thing, which I thought it would have been awesome if you'd have walked in with her. And I've liked Gwen Stefani.
Oh yeah, I'm
She's kind of
So-
weird.
She,
Oh, I like
she's a
Gwen
hot.
Stefani, too.
She's a hot weird, as they say.
I liked her when she was
hot
in
weird.
No Doubt or whatever group
Yeah.
she was in.
That
she's
seems like 100 years ago,
It
doesn't it?
does. It
Makes
seems
me
like
feel
forever.
old.
We're just old.
That's
What do you expect?
pre-children for me, so anything pre-children
That's
feels
pre.
like
That's
lifetime
pre-fun
ago.
for me.
Yeah.
Or no, pre.
Well, that's kind of pre-children, right?
Yeah, it kind of really is.
Gwen was hot back in.
She's hot now.
Well, no, I mean
got a
as
weird
far.
haircut.
I
I'm
don't know.
talking
The
about.
picture I
I'm
saw
talking
her
about as
the
far
other
as.
day,
I'm
she
talking about
looks
as far
like
as
a hot
music.
mess.
It's her hair.
It's
I'm
gotta
talking.
be her
I'm
hair.
talking about music. As far as music, she was hot back in the what was it, late '80s, early '90s?
90s.
Yeah,
Yeah,
90s. Yeah,
90s.
more '90s. Yeah, than anything.
80s. She was still a kid. Go ahead. Burp. 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 Go blow your nose. But
Damn, she acted like there was a fire in the house or
Well,
something.
that's all right. I think it's an interesting. It's going to be an interesting mix and see how long it lasts and how it affects the voice.
Yeah, I didn't think about. Well, now of course,
Yeah, once they break up or once they get done with their fling, it will be a weird dynamic because once she gets tired of Blake or once Blake gets tired of her and moves on, who's going to
well,
who's going to come in and do something later?
they've already said that Christina Aguilera is coming back for next season. Forward
Well,
voice.
that's the
I was
thing.
gonna say,
They
how
rotate
many-
it back and forth, and
Yeah.
I'm tired of
Well,
the
I
rotation.
got a
It's
feeling-
always been,
always
what's
been-
his butt and the other guy?
It's always been it's been Christina and
It's been Christina and
Gwen.
and
Gwen
yeah.
have been the girls.
Yeah,
Right, but the
sh-
guys haven't really changed too much.
Except for the,
Usher
'Cause they've
and
had-
CeeLo
yeah,
was.
but they were like extras. But it's always been, why can't I think of the guy from Maroon 5? And I love him too.
Oh, Adam
Levine and
Yeah,
Blake
Mr.
have always
Mr.
been
Clean.
kind of the two.
They've been the cornerstones for the thing. They've been the foundation for
right, but then they've just kind of cycled through for that third person, and then they've had the guest judges and
it.
stuff.
Right. They've had it been what's his name? Who's the host? What's his name? Ryan Seacrest or one of them?
No, it's oh hell, I can't think of his name offhand. But
But anyway, whoever that dude is that does the host for it, and then you have Blake on one end and Adam on the other end, and then you had Christina and the dinosaur arm dude, CeeLo, doing the thing, and then what are we doing over here? Y'all excluding me.
her husband said to mostly talk about him on the show and how great he is.
All right.
Well,
But then
he
also include how humble he is.
yeah, right. Go figure.
Well,
and he probably got drunk. Well, no, he didn't get drunk last night. He probably just ate a lot of food and then just looked like he was bloated.
Paul is a very
Paul
humble.
does not drink.
He's a humble man. He comes in quietly.
We need to get him to the stripper club. Is what we need to do.
No, he won't.
He won't do it.
No, he's
She's
not
paid
like
him
that.
to go, and he won't go. He goes. He ends up going to the Golden Corral or something, and getting.
Oh
the,
God, that's so true. He would probably choose
I'm-
the Golden
I'm-
Corral
I'm
over
telling
strip
you.
club.
Listen, it's no fun going to a strip bar. You go there, and you're like, all right, I'm going to pay you.
Back in the day, it was when you had money to pay.
No, you go in there like, look, I'm going to give you $1 to take your clothes off. Or I could hit on somebody and say, hey, won't you take your clothes off for free? Who's not even on?
Paul.
Paul,
He's
he
not
don't
even
listen.
No, he just texted him.
Oh, nice. He's just wanting to be a part of it without being a part of it.
Right,
That's all right.
exactly.
He's got the listen. He's
He
a humble
wants
man.
to make
with,
sure everything's above board.
he's a humble man, making with things to do. He's got things to do.
Yeah, I know exactly what he's doing.
What's he doing?
He is on the couch playing video games with the kids.
All right. He's on the, and that's what he needs to do.
That's all right. I always know where he is. Like, he's not, I don't lose him when it's football season. He doesn't go out hunting. He doesn't go out partying, whatever. He's always in the living room playing video games. I'm totally okay with that.
Okay.
That don't bother me none.
Wow.
That is.
Why is that a bad thing?
Oh, it's not a bad thing. It's a different thing.
You want seconds? Oh, no, you're right.
I'm not even done yet. Hey, if you would, there's some orange juice there in the fridge. If you would grab me some, my cups right here, please.
Yes, dear.
Dear.
So he's listen. They came in here like they're a couple married couple, grapping around, hollering at each other, and she come in and cooked us breakfast, and Big Country treated her.
I did not. I said thank you. Damn it! I even got up there and helped. I said I even got up and showed her how to turn on the stove.
Look at you. And he's like, well, you need to go out there and help her carry everything in. I'm like, I'm not helping her carry everything in. It's not my house.
Yeah, I was waiting out there.
See, I told you.
Come help me.
I told you that's what she was doing. She was outside waiting.
I put my shoes
I told Vic, I said, go out there and help her. He said, I ain't doing
I
that.
had stuff I had to do. I had
Whatever.
work
Is Tori on?
to do.
Nobody's on.
Oh,
I don't think. Not
Who's
yet.
on?
my oldest.
Tori,
usually
her oldest.
Oh, hey, oldest.
I think.
Usually
Let
listening.
me see here. Let me double check here real quick and see.
What were we talking about?
We were talking
The
about
CMAs.
the CMAs and
the
how great
CMAs.
I am.
Okay, how great you are. Yes, you are amazing.
He ain't nothing.
Okay,
He
so
thinks
you
he's something.
got right.
All right, we're going over the checklist. All right, what was the
new
very first
artist. We both voted for Sam Hunt,
one? And he,
and it was Chris.
It was Chris. Yes.
Yep.
yeah, Sam Hunt. Sam Hunt's not even a country music singer. Why is
Well,
he
that'd
even
be
in?
why I like
that's-
him then, right? Because I've heard a couple of his songs.
That,
I'm
and I'm
like,
not even
that's
sure
awesome.
if he likes girls.
I could care.
You know
I'm
what?
just
I
saying.
kind of wonder too.
I just don't think he likes girls. That's all I'm
Listen,
saying.
I have been surprised at a couple places where I've been where I'm pretty darn sure that particular man does not like girls, and then I meet his pregnant wife.
Who is it?
Oh, I'm not saying.
Oh,
who.
go ahead. He ain't
I don't
listening to
even
the show.
remember
This
the
is a
names.
country show.
I don't even remember the names, but I've been to enough comedy shows that my suspicions have been wrong. And after years of being a hairdresser, you think I'd be able to nail that kind of stuff down, but I can't anymore.
Hey, Jeff Gordon's been able to hide it for years.
well, he's got 2 kids. Oh,
That's why I
Jeffy.
say he's been able to hide it for years.
Oh, Jeffy. Oh,
Is
Jeffy.
he? He's not.
He's
You're
not
just
gay.
making a joke.
The one. That I
Some
would-
people think he is.
The one that I would think would be gay would be Tony Stewart,
No.
because you never see him with a female at all. Ever.
Here's one for you that you might not think. Kenny Chesney.
He's not gay.
But you know what, though? He was married to Renee Zellweger for 6 weeks.
6 months.
Was it 6 months? I thought it was 6 weeks.
6 months.
And he's never been seen with a woman, ever.
Well, there's always.
That's right. Tell him, Garfield.
There's
But he's a midget. Everybody wants to have sex with a midget.
He's a bald midget. You know he don't have no hair. That's why he wears a hat all the time.
Yeah. I've met.
everybody wants to have sex with a midget.
Yeah.
Okay, speak for yourself there.
Yeah. Well, well, Kenny Chesney, he comes to my shoulder.
Nuh-uh. He's
Yeah,
really that
he's
short.
short. Yeah, he's short.
He's
Short and weighs about
you
100.
met my wife.
He's about 110
My
pounds
wife's
soaking wet.
taller than him.
You've met him before?
Yeah.
That's cool. You know, like everybody.
Oh, because listen,
Vic
you're on the
thinks
wrong
he-
show.
Vic thinks he. Oh, shut up. Vic thinks he
He's
knows
going to
everybody.
try and steal me away.
That's all right. You just got that
What do
much.
you know about
just got an
NASCAR?
extra. You just got an extra. She don't know nothing.
What?
Well, you might as well
It's
stay
cars
here.
I was going to
Going
say
around
she's
in
got.
a
She
circle.
would have another. You'd have an extra hour to drive that way. So instead of,
Yeah,
Dude,
Instead
he's
of 1 hour, it'd be 2.
5'6".
oh, he's short.
see,
5'6". I'm taller than him.
Yeah, well, yeah. So is Garfield over here.
That's right.
Aw.
Garfield, he's
Garfield
over there
the cat.
talking. He's saying, hey, listen. Whenever there's somebody new here, he likes to
Perch.
get your attention. Yeah.
All right. So, who else did y'all get wrong?
We got everybody wrong. Vocal group of the year, I picked Lady Antebellum, and he picked Little Big Town. But I can't find who won.
Little Big Town.
It was Little Big Town,
Oh,
so
so
I
you
actually
did get
got
that one right.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that's 2 for you.
Right.
Little Big Town won that one, and my wife hates their song.
I
don't
knew
know.
Little
Crush.
Big Town one.
Okay, single of the year was Girl Crush.
Yeah.
Yep.
You got that one right.
So was Song of the Year.
Yeah.
Well, isn't single of the year the same as song of the year?
Single of the Year is for the singer. Song of the Year
Yeah.
is for the writers.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And they can be different.
Yep.
And they have been, which always blows me away. How can you vote as this the best song ever, but then not give it to the writers? And it's
Yeah,
all
see,
about
I think that
performance.
kind of sucks too.
It's about the performance that they put, the interpretation they put on the song.
Oh, Paul and I were just talking about this last night, but not in relation to music. We were talking about it in relation to comedy.
Mm-hmm.
And he was talking because he gets frustrated with like the book jokes, the internet jokes, the hacky jokes, stuff like that.
Right.
And I said most people, except for comics, don't always realize that when they go to a comedy show, if it's a ripped off joke or not. And I said
Only
half
the
the
people that care
time,
is comics.
what?
Only people that care is comics.
Right. And it's frustrating, yeah, especially if you go to a lot of shows or you're a comic or whatever. But so much about it is the performance. What kind of show are you putting on? If you do this knock knock joke and person B does that knock knock joke, who's entertaining the audience better? So we were talking about that on the way home. It isn't always about the material.
Right. And that's true when you start talking about comedy, because everybody if you're married, you have married jokes. Everybody's got them.
Yep.
If you've got kids, you've got kids
kid
jokes.
Yeah.
Tori's on.
If you're old like me, then you have back when I was a kid jokes, and everybody's got them. And I always go back to there's nothing new under the sun. We're all going to repeat everything, and the only people that really care about hacky jokes are comics. If you're there to entertain, not that you shouldn't be original, and you should always be original. You should always be original. But if your joke is similar to someone else's joke, it can't be hack. And it's a lot of people like I have a joke where I talk about back when I was a kid, we had a television set that I had to turn the knobs with a pair of channel locks. Everybody's had that, and there's been other comics who have talked about that. And
Well,
I
I
got
think
told
there's
that
a
was
difference
hacky joke.
between.
I've done that. When the knob breaks.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh, I thought he meant he'd done hacky jokes.
Why? Yeah. Have you heard his shows? His show's hacky.
Yeah. Whatever. You're lucky I'm eating my biscuits and gravy.
Whatever.
Crap, I forgot what I was going to say. I hate it.
But anyway,
You were talking about knobs.
But when you take somebody, when you take a well-known joke and you turn
That's what I
around,
was gonna
right?
say.
You take a well-known
when it's a well-known
and
joke.
you try to do it the exact same way
Right.
the other comic goes.
Right.
To me, that's just stealing and wrong.
Yeah,
That's
I think
like
so too.
that's what they talk
I think
about on
you
The
gotta put,
Voice.
like,
You talk about
your
going back to
own
music.
Spin on it.
Mhm.
You've got to put your own flavor.
That's
to
like
it.
going back to the Voice when they do those tryouts on The Voice. They talk about what blows the judges away is when they sing a cover song, but they've interpreted it their own way. They've not taken a well-known song and sang it the same way that the well-known artist sang it. They take a well-known song, they put a spin on it to make it their own song, and that's what moves them forward in shows like The Voice and America's Got Talent and even American Idol.
You know what kills me is when you got somebody that writes music and then they give it to an artist. Well, take for instance like Chris Stapleton. He has written so many songs for so many artists. It's unbelievable. Brantley Gilbert wrote most of all of Colt Ford songs, and that song "Drink a Beer" from Luke Bryan. Chris Stapleton wrote that one.
Chris Stapleton's had over 170 songs cut.
And
by
then
artists.
and to me, he's the artist. And everybody else that sings his songs really is just entertainers. Just like Taylor. I mean,
That's what Tim McGraw said.
I'll say this about Taylor Swift, and I still believe it to this day that Taylor Swift is a great entertainer. she's not an artist because a lot of her songs she didn't write.
She wrote all of her songs.
Did she write all? Yeah, but still
She's written all or co-written
but still
all of them.
to me she's an entertainer because she knows how to entertain.
Well, yeah, I put her in the same book with Chris Stapleton. Chris Stapleton.
No.
Well, I mean,
As far as what, country music or just writing songs, writing music in
writing
general?
songs and performing your songs.
Okay, well.
And that's what Chris Stapleton does. Now,
But to me, Chris Stapleton's more of a back. He's real country. He's
I'm
more.
not talking about the style.
Right.
We're talking difference. We're not talking about style. We're talking about artists.
Just artists. Okay. Yeah.
We're talking about artists and performers. Kenny Chesney is a performer.
I agree. There's total difference. Like if you're writing your own
And George
songs
Strait, in a way, is a
and
performer.
music and performing them, you're an artist. If you are performing someone else's stuff, what?
He doesn't know what he's talking about. Go
What?
ahead. No,
if
go ahead.
you're performing someone else's stuff, you're a performer. You still have a good voice and things like that. You still have talent. But you're not doing the artistic part of it, which would be writing the music,
Well, and
writing the
there's an
lyrics.
artistic spin to it when you put your spin to the song. But yeah,
Right.
The artistry comes in the creation of the product. Like I can write jokes all day long,
Are they
and then
good?
give them to somebody else. No, but give them to somebody else to perform, and then the artistry comes with me. And then I guess you can call the comic an artist in a way because it's the way they interpret the jokes or whatever.
I think it can be. Well, I'm not even going on this.
I was
topic
sitting here
'cause I
shaking
will
my head
piss
because she's
everybody
got her.
off.
She's
got her
sitting here
crocheting.
crocheting while she's talking.
Yeah.
What?
I can just see what she does at home when she's talking and doing the show. She's probably doing the same thing, sitting there
No,
crocheting.
she's
Yeah,
got a
I'm
whole-
just in my pajamas. That's the only difference.
Well, get your pajamas on. We don't care.
No.
Oh, Tori's going to go run and say something now to Paul. Mom's in her pajamas.
They know I'm not in my jammies.
Gotta get your jammies on. You should have a pajama day. we
Pajama
all
day?
call in on the show. We're all sitting around in our pajamas.
I don't wear pajamas, though.
I was going to say,
whatever.
It's either boxers for me or commando.
Well, I didn't say we'd be all in the same room.
Yeah, right?
I saw the way you answered the door. I'm like, I don't want to sit in front of that all day.
I told you to ring the doorbell, but
I
you
did.
didn't. No,
And
you
your
didn't.
freaking doorbell was broke.
No, it works. I showed you how it works.
No, it doesn't work.
You have to hop on one leg and spin three times.
Apparently, I was here for 15 minutes.
You're so full of crap,
Knocking
too.
on the door. I knocked on the door twice. I had to finally get my keys out and peck on the glass to send the
What'd you do,
rippling.
oversleep?
I had my alarm set for 7, but then he shows up at 7:30. Yeah, I must have.
I
I
was here at 7:20. or 7:15 actually.
Somewhere. No, you wasn't. It was
Yes,
like
I was.
7:20.
I was here at 7:15 ish.
But,
So who else did y'all have on your list of things to talk about?
I didn't get a single one right. Not one. I'm still a novice.
She is. She's a rookie.
I can't read some of my handwriting.
That's because she was.
Song of the
She
year.
was drunk when she wrote it.
What'd you have
I
for
would-
song of the year?
Good gravy.
Well, she likes her liquor.
Yes, it was. Thank you very much.
Girl Crush was single of the year and song of the year.
Right.
So BC, you got both of those. I picked. It looks like I wrote "Take Your Stand." What is that?
It's a song.
So I was just like guessing. You know what song I like? Because I looked these up and I started listening to them, and then he said I was doing the wrong year.
She was. She was looking.
Look,
she
I
was looking
printed
up
it.
2014.
No, it can't because it has some of the same stuff. Female vocalist of the year,
Well, they will be the same people.
Yeah, because a lot of them has won the
There's
same
only-
title the last few
but
years.
weren't some of them new people like that? Casey Musgraves, wasn't she new?
No, she's
Okay.
been nominated quite a few times.
All right, I just need
She's
to
just
shut up
nominated
then.
just to.
Yeah.
Okay, Lee Bryce, I Don't Dance.
That's a good song. It was
It's
nominated.
so sweet. It was nominated. See, I listened to that.
it was
I listened to all these songs right here. American Kids, which was good. I liked
That's
that.
Kenny Chesney,
Yep.
Yeah.
the midget.
I didn't like the midget. I didn't like Automatic. Miranda Lambert. It was all right.
It was okay.
I didn't get very far in Drunk on a Plane, but I loved the I Don't Dance one.
See, now, Drunk on a Plane was written 4 years ago.
He's kind of cute too.
Who? Dirk Bentley
No.
or Lee Bryce? Yeah. Well, yeah. There's a lot of cute guys. that
You
come
know what
music
I
these
noticed,
days.
too?
I know,
Lee
right?
Bryce has gained a lot of weight.
He's got married.
He packed on a few pounds here in the last few
I
years.
It happens after you get married. That is the God's honest truth.
Exactly. You know who I
College
think's
and
cute?
marriage.
I guess that's why I've
Miranda
lost 50 pounds. Huh?
I think
Miranda
Miranda
Lambert?
Lambert's cute.
Yeah, she is.
And
But
She looks-
everybody does.
She
Casey
looks like
Musgrave.
she looks like she's kind
Ashley Monroe's
Gained
kind
a
of
little
like
bit of weight.
she's kind of cute in a horse face kind of way.
of. I wish I had a horse button right now.
Yeah, right.
I've got opinions on all of them. Let's go through the list. Let's just give our opinions about everybody that's on that list.
Well, I don't know anybody on the list.
Well, make it up. That's what radio does.
What do you want? You
Well,
just want me to
I want
read
to go
out
your list. We're going to go over this year's CMAs that you wrote down,
that I wrote down.
and then
I
we'll
think
give
I did them
we'll
all.
give our opinions about the groups. Start at the top of your paper. and
Okay,
let's go
top
through.
of my paper was Entertainer of the Year.
And that was
I picked Garth Brooks, and BC
I
picked
like
Miranda.
Garth. He's kind of weird though.
I like Garth Brooks too.
Miranda's
Isn't he another shorty too?
he's not very tall, but he's fat.
He's adorable.
Well, I'm just saying. Trisha Yearwood cooks for him. Have you seen her show? Mm-hmm. And then she's got Trisha Southern Cooking that she cooks out in Oklahoma. The Miranda Lambert, I like her. She's smoking hot. Her little red wagon. I don't know what he play.
Like what is that? Swamp noises, crickets.
Those are my bullfrogs.
Oh yeah,
I
frogs.
ain't listening. I don't have a microphone or headsets on, so I don't hear nothing. So who else you got on there?
Female vocalist. I picked Leanne.
Womack.
Yeah,
Love
just because
Leanne.
it was like the only name I really knew.
But you know what?
And he picked that Kelsey Ballerini.
Kelsey Ballerini.
Yeah, she's
'Cause
got.
she's smoking hot right now.
Yeah, and she just.
Okay.
She's cute.
Smoke. Okay, so we're doing like smoking hot as how popular they are.
Yeah, she's got a good
Okay.
song out. Everybody.
Or are we doing just looks?
both?
Just so I know.
Well,
Listen,
however we wanna do
this
it.
right here is what I think about all the country girls in music. Check it out.
Yeah! Don't let me startle you. I'm just
All
a
of
rebel
them?
yet,
All of
yeah,
them.
to kind of kick things
That's
off,
right. I
you
don't
know.
care how old or young they are either. So
What?
just hot. Even Loretta Lynn's hot.
Well, Loretta Lynn. Shoot.
And,
Isn't she
and
old?
Dolly,
She's
oh,
like
yeah,
70
but still.
something. Dolly
To me-
Parton's
yeah.
hot.
Martin,
She's like
I tell you
65.
something.
Dolly Parton's hot because she's got big boobies.
No.
And they got a lot
Actually,
of
Dolly Parton, I think, kind of messed herself a little bit as she
Yeah,
got
I think
older
so, too.
because she looked better back in her younger days.
don't
She
think
should have just left it alone.
You know who else did that? It's Kenny Rogers.
Kenny Rogers.
He doesn't even
my,
look
yeah.
the same
He looks like a
anymore.
leather bag that
George
just went
Jones.
like this.
George Jones did the same thing.
know.
George Jones
I
did his
used to
face
love
same way.
Kenny Rogers. When I was in elementary school, I used to tell all the kids that he was my grandpa.
Nice. Kenny Rogers is my grandfather, and he doesn't give me nothing.
Liar.
No, I didn't get nothing.
All right, who else we got that we can make fun of?
Male vocalist. I picked Luke Bryan. You picked Blake Shelton, and
You
it
like
was
Luke
Chris
Bryan 'cause of his
Stapleton
jeans.
because of his jeans.
Yeah, they're always tight.
Oh, I didn't look that close.
He did him on live. He was fancy Luke the other day.
I'm more
He
of
was all
a
dressed up.
face and shoulder kind of girl.
So what do you think about Luke Bryan then?
Luke Bryan. I'd have to look him up.
All right, look him up.
Luke Bryan is a good old country boy from Georgia. He is. He's straight up good guy. I like him. He's always good to his fans.
He's a those pop type guys.
Yeah, but but have you seen his wife? She's hot.
No, he's not very cute.
Oh my God!
He's got
I
huge
can't.
teeth.
You know what though? I can't figure out you women. What makes see?
That is not attractive to me.
Most girls would crawl through a damn field
No.
of razors to get to him.
I have very different tastes when it comes to men, though. I've learned that over the years.
Jeez, I
Is
tell
that
you,
bad?
I don't know.
How about that?
That guy is smoking hot.
Yeah, it is.
That's funny. That is funny. WBCW Florida Networks here, hanging with you this morning on the Saturday Morning Sinkhole Show with me and BC Lee and Sarah Lee, and then our special comedian guest in
Vic
extraordinaire. Yeah, Vic Lee. Yeah, whatever.
Vickley.
Vic Clevenger. We got some people in the chat room with us. Want to say hey to Paula, hi to Tori.
Who's Paula? Hey, Paula.
Paula is one of my friends that does promoting and management of artists out of Nashville. So she's
She's out of now. Hey, Paula.
She,
hey,
she-
Paula. Hey, Paula.
Paula, Vic needs a manager or a promoter, so
I need to get some shows in Nashville.
come
Come
yeah,
hang
get
out
up
with my buddy
him.
Paul Pace and Jamie Baxter and Chris Stapleton
But
and Aaron Holt.
yeah,
and
check her
Hillbilly
out.
Hammer.
Check her out on Facebook and or just go to our page and connect.
Yeah,
and it's all
if you
good, but,
if you knew any of those names, Paula, type in and say you knew those names.
Okay, this guy right here, he's good looking.
Who is it?
Lee Bryce.
that's Lee Bryce.
Oh,
He
Lee
don't look
Bryce.
like that no more. That's why I
No.
say that picture's old. That picture there is a couple
Yeah.
years old.
Lee Bryce looks like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man now.
I don't care.
He does. He does. I mean, he looks like
Look
some.
at her. She is like fanning herself. She's so excited
I
looking
am
at that
not
picture.
fanning
picture of
She's
Lee
got the
Bryce.
fan right here in front of her.
No, she's like, she did the whole Southern girl. Like,
We got her all.
my.
We got her all choked up.
Lee Bryce, and it's
He's very handsome. Okay, Sam Hunt is not.
try out Chris Young. A lot of girls like Chris Young.
Chris Young. See, if a lot of girls like him, I probably won't.
Well, he's in that vein. Well, check out Randy Hauser.
I
too.
like big.
I like
Buds,
big butts.
busting again.
And
He's okay.
all right. What about Randy Hauser? Try Randy Hauser.
All right, Randy Hauser.
Hauser's another one that's blown up in weight.
I like his song.
Okay, what is with you and weight? Who cares?
I'm just saying. No,
if
I'm
you're
just
hot,
saying.
you're hot. It doesn't matter.
That's exactly right.
So if he weighs 500 pounds and still hot, he can be that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're look, you're big. You're not hot. We already know that. You like that?
All right.
That
See how
was
they-
mean.
See how I do? Oh, hello. Have you met me?
I think BC is sexy beast.
And she's been drinking.
This is him?
No, she's on cough medicine. Yeah,
Randy Hauser.
that's Randy Hauser.
Yeah, he's not bad.
I like him. He's probably one of my favorites.
He's got
Right
nice
now.
eyes for sure.
Oh,
Try
that's
Chris
right.
Did you look at Chris Stapleton?
He has long hair, doesn't he?
Paula's not out of Nashville. She lives in Nebraska. She's a Cornhusker.
Hey,
Whoa,
hey, go
Cornhusker.
over to Lincoln and say hi to my boy Dan Whitney.
Yeah, Vic's from over in that area.
I'm
He's
not
originally
either.
from Kentucky.
I'm from Kentucky,
From Kentucky.
but I got a buddy of mine,
Nope, not at all.
professionally known as Larry the Cable Guy, who lives in Lincoln, Nebraska.
That's our buddy. Not just your buddy. That's our buddy.
I thought he was around here in Florida.
He used to live
here.
right down the street.
You don't like Chris Stapleton? He's not like he's good looking with all that hair.
She don't like the backwoodsy type guy. Chris Stapleton he's your version of a moonshiner from Tennessee.
Out of everybody
He's
I've
from
looked up,
Kentucky.
Lee Bryce
I know.
is my favorite.
He's born in Lexington, Kentucky. So Paula, are you still listening?
Yeah, she's still listening.
All right, just make sure because we've only got like you and one other person listening, so we can't lose you.
Actually, I think we got more than that. Let me see here.
We got 4 people listening.
Get rid of that. Get rid of that frog.
Yeah, no kidding.
I'm trying. At least I didn't belch in the microphone.
There
I don't
we go.
belch in the mic. Oh, we got 8 live listeners, so we're doing good.
Yes, you do.
Doggy.
We're doing-
And 4 of them are in this room.
Tori, doesn't he burp on the air?
I do not, Tori. Be quiet.
I've heard
Back
he
me
burp-
up,
he
baby.
burps on my show.
I do not.
And I like,
Yes.
dude,
Dude, go back and
you
listen.
have gas
I may
issues.
snot. No, I may
Look,
snot
you
and
have
snort.
irritable bowel
I'm-
syndrome
I may.
from the
I may
mouth.
snot and snort. Tori,
Yes, you
You're fired.
did.
Tori, you're fired.
She's awesome.
Tori, tell them who your favorite is, honey. Tell them. Besides your mama, who's your favorite?
Me.
Tell 'em.
Me.
Tell them.
Me.
All right, Tori, we're all waiting on you.
That's it. You're and Paula. you
Who's
do
your
the same.
favorite?
Paula, you tell 'em who your favorite is too, honey. You do that sugar dumpling, sweetie pie.
Paula's my friend. She don't even know
Well,
you.
I don't even care. Look at her. She's not even your friend, and she says she likes me better.
She
Look
didn't
at
say
her.
nothing.
Oh, she's
She
probably.
ain't said nothing yet.
Yeah,
She's
she
probably
may
sleeping.
not be.
Yeah,
she
she's like,
may
"All right,
not want to
so
say
he is
anything.
I do like him.
Tori
better.
says mom's her favorite person, but I think that's
know
because
it.
she lives there
Well,
and she cooks.
Don't
for
call
her.
me mother either. I hate that.
She said mother.
mother.
I don't like
Mother.
that.
That's a northern thing. That's actually a northern thing.
Mama.
See, you lived in Colorado too many years.
Where you go out? You like mama?
Mom, mommy, mom. Mama to me is like.
How about Sarah?
Mama's southern.
I think mama's kind of sexual.
Really? Hey, mama.
Like, yeah, exactly.
Tori, turn off your computer quick.
No,
She lives with me. She's used to it.
That's how we do it all the time. Like, hey, your mama called. Like, all right.
Yo, mama.
Your mama's out there hollering for you in the neighborhood. Like I grew up in the holler, our moms would stand on the porches and like just holler our names out, just so, and it would echo through the hollers until we heard it, and then we time to come in for supper.
Paula is talking about our good friend Larry. Yes, he is from Pawnee City.
He's originally from Pawnee City,
and we know his name's Dan Whitney. He actually used to live down the street here from me, a couple blocks down the road. So yeah, we've known Dan for years.
Yeah, I've hung out with him.
He started out in radio here with WDIZ Rock 100 back in the days. That's back in the days. What is she doing? She
brought her own toilet paper. So
my toilet paper is not good enough.
No,
it's not
single ply.
soft enough for you.
Dude, this is your toilet paper.
My toilet paper doesn't clean you good enough.
This is your toilet paper. I couldn't find Kleenex anywhere.
I don't have.
He doesn't have a napkin or nothing here.
I got Kleenex. I got
no
hankies.
paper towel.
You want hankies?
Blow my nose. Like,
right there. Go.
Just use
no.
the corner of your shirt.
No,
You're
no,
a man.
no,
I am a
no.
guy.
Listen
I
to
don't
me.
care.
Listen to me. If
I
you
got napkins out in my truck because I carry them in my
there's
truck.
napkins in the drawer right behind you.
Well, no.
Jeez.
Napkins should be out where people can see it, goober.
Dude, let me tell you something. I don't consider y'all's guests. I mean, hell, I've known both y'all's for a while. Come in the house and be naked and walk around. I don't
fake
care.
Fish on the wall.
This was my mom's rule. She would treat you as a guest the first 2 times you were at the house. By the 3rd time, you could get up and get your own drink. You knew where the glasses
I don't wait
were,
3rd time. I do it right off the
Look
bat.
at this is your first time here, and he made you cook breakfast.
No,
No
she
kidding,
offered.
right?
No,
And then he's just giving me grief all
No,
morning.
No, you offered to cook breakfast. Don't say I made you. You offered.
I did offer.
Yeah, thank you.
Look at her. Oh, well, all right, Mama.
Thank you.
Mama. Are you going to call? Oh, no, wait. I get to call you Dad.
Yes, Paula. Oh, Paula said her favorite country singer is George Strait. I could have. I figured
shoot.
that.
Everybody's country singer is George Strait.
Oh yeah. Do you know?
We're talking about between the 3 of us, Paula.
Do you know? Yeah.
Between Sarah,
Paula, pick
Big
me.
Country, and
We
me.
need some more estrogen in here.
They want to. Yeah, they want to know
And remember,
who your
I'm
favorite.
just a guest here, so
who your favorite person
you
is
can
on the show.
say me, and then I'll be gone, and then you can just go back and lie to Big Country
Do
the
you
rest of the time.
do you know when George Strait did his last show in Texas
I've got it
at the
recorded
stadium?
on TV.
He broke the Beatles' all-time
Yep.
standing record for audience members. He had 101,000 people there. They said they had thousands of people just in the parking lot watching it on big
and
screen.
It was broadcast live, and I not
Right,
broadcast live, but I got it recorded on my DVR. And
That right there, to me, is an artist.
you know who had the largest audience in a comedy show?
Who? Larry.
Vic Clevenger.
It ain't Vic.
Well, it ain't me.
It ain't-
But Larry the Cable Guy.
Yeah, Larry.
We did it at Cornhusker Stadium.
Larry told me a couple years ago he used to get $300,000 per episode. I'm
I
sure
think
it's
y'all
going.
just had me here to cook.
I'm sure it's going.
No,
on.
go ahead.
Get on there, talk.
No, it's okay. I'm gonna get it.
She's going to the bathroom
She's
again.
gonna go get, some
she goes
honey.
to the bathroom like every 5 minutes now.
She's gonna go put.
She probably talks
She's
to
gonna
me
put
on the.
she's gonna put some honey on her biscuits.
She probably talks to me on the show in the mornings on the toilet at her house because it echoes.
So Tori's listening. How old is Tori?
Tori's 14.
All right. And Paula, how old is Paula?
Paula's 21 and holding.
All right. Who else we got listening, talking to us?
I don't know. Got a lot of listeners, but
All right. If you're listening to us, type in and chat with us. I know Jason's listening to us this morning.
a lot of people don't get on the chat room. They don't like to do that. They
Jason's
just like to.
listening to us from Leesburg. Jason is
That's Sleesburg.
Sleesburg. Yeah. Jason is redoing a smoker for me to use at this competition I'm going to be in over in St. Cloud next weekend. My very first one. Florida Barbecue Association have asked me, because of the pictures of the stuff I post on my Facebook, have asked me to be a part of this competition. And so I needed a bigger smoker, and so Jason is going to come around and he's modifying his own pull-behind smoker so I can have it for a competition. And so it's because it's on a trailer, yeah.
Now it all makes sense.
Now
it all
we're
makes
cooking with
sense.
wood. Because we're talking about smoke, we don't cook with gas and you smoke.
Why get a
down?
why? Listen to me. Why
I'm
get a
good.
trailer? Why don't just if you're gonna start your own business, get a food truck.
I don't want a business.
Oh, him in this food truck.
I don't want a business. I want just to compete. I go and put my little entry fee in. I cook. I get my own food when it's what's left over, and I'm good for like a week and a half. I don't have to eat anything else. And why do a food truck? There's so many regulations so many things you got to have for a food truck, and then you got to.
He thinks you can buy a food truck for like $1,000.
You can't buy.
I did not say that.
What did you say? That was so cheap. Well, my mouth.
No, you can get a used truck, like an old bread truck that you convert into a food truck for less than a couple grand. But you still got to do.
I would think to convert it would cost a small fortune.
No, because
Yes,
the stuff inside would, like your cookers or your fryers or whatnot, to convert the whole truck into propane or gas or whatever you're going to use, plus your fees, your sanitation licenses and stuff. It would cost everything. Would probably cost about $10,000, if that.
Yeah, well,
$10,000.
Yeah, you could buy. Listen, you could buy an
No
old
way,
run.
$10,000.
You could go run down bread truck from UPS or whatever for $1,000.
No
and then turn around and put
way.
$15,000 in it.
New engine
You're not
and
gonna do
tires.
nothing.
No, you would.
That's his logic.
And taxes.
Why,
There's
if
no
you're
way
going to
you
spend
can do
that
all
kind of
for
money to
$10,000.
remodel a $1,000 truck, why not go buy a new truck
Oh yeah.
That's true.
and then already have it refurbished? Spend you $40,000
And have everything.
and
done
have
at
already
one
have
time.
everything in it. You just have to modify it, or buy you a good empty box truck, and then build it inside yourself for an extra $5,000 or whatever.
I wouldn't want to do that. Having your own business is totally overrated.
I don't want to do a food truck. I just want to compete every once in a while. Like when I'm not doing comedy or doing whatever, I want to be able just to go and unload a smoker and compete for a prize and basically just hang out for the night cooking. That's what I want to do.
Yeah. Hey, just to let you guys know, Florida Country Radio is going to be out at the first ever Dukes of Hazzard Hoedown. We are bringing Hazard County to Samsula, Florida. Oh,
And
my
that doesn't
God.
mean Daisy Duke's going to be on the ground.
Well, I don't know, because they are having a Daisy Dukes contest. They're having an Uncle
maybe.
Jesse lookalike contest. They're also going to have the General Lee out
Are you
there.
entering that?
Yeah. I'm actually hosting
The
it.
Daisy Dukes.
I'm
entering.
actually
That's what
hosting
I mean. I like seeing you in a
Um,
pair of Daisy Dukes.
But they're going to have the General Lee out there. They're going to be doing stunts with the cars and stuff. They're going to have a car show.
They take
If
a
you
pair of
if you
Daisy
want to
Dukes.
get in the car show, it's a $10 entry fee before the day. $15. Shut up. $15 at the gate between 9 and 11. It's at Samsula. It's going to be at the Cabbage Patch Bar, the world famous Cabbage Patch Bar. If you want more information, the cast from the TV reality show Moonshiners will be there. So if you want to check that out, go to www.cabbagepatchbar.com and check out the information. We're going to take a break. Here's another song from Megan McMillan off her new album.
What about
It's
Diamond
called
Dixies?
we gotta come and relax. Well, I told Megan I'd promote her music.
Hey, Megan, we
this
love
is,
you, baby.
This is called Steel-Toed Boots right here. Check it out.
Sitting by the front door, right where he threw them down, there's a pair of steel-toed boots, finally home, safe and sound. It's been a week since I've seen him, and now he's gone to bed. Man, it's been so long, I wish he'd stay awake instead. But love is patient and love is kind. It never gives in and it always provides. So when you love someone who does it all for you, love is a pair of steel-toed boots. In the early morning hour, before the sun chimes in, he'll hit that alarm clock, pull them old boots on again. He don't do it 'cause he wants to, but because he wants the best for a woman and 2 kids who haven't opened their eyes yet. Because love is patient and love is kind. It never gives in and it always provides. So when you love someone does it all for you. Love is a pair of steel-toed boots. Sometimes he don't know how to say it, and I don't have to try and read his mind. Cracked leather at the seams and tangled shoestrings show just how much he's willing to do for me. So my love is patient, 'cause he's all mine. We'll never give in, yeah, we're gonna be just fine. No, it may not be a fairy tale, but it's real and it's true. His love for me is right there, a pair of steel-toed boots. I love me a man in steel-toed boots.
Saturday morning Sinkhole Show right here, hanging with you. BC and Sarah Lee with our guest host, or guest spot. I don't know, whatever you call him. Something. He's part of the furniture right now, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah. Vic Clevenger, the world-renowned, known, famous, local comedian.
Famously local.
Famously local. There you go. But
So now we're out of things to talk about. So
no. We're not completely out. We were going to talk about venues. We're going to talk about it. Don't give me that face either, Sarah. There she goes. She's going to the bathroom again. She's going to the bathroom again. Jeez. But we were talking about this past week how venues claim to. It's like you take an artist or a comedian or anybody that does a gig at a venue. The venue, right off the bat, they want to make sure you have people following you to come to their venue because they are either too lazy or they don't want to spend the time or money on advertising their place to bring customers into their bar. But yet they want the artist or the comedian or whoever's doing the gig, they want them to spend their time and their money on advertising for them and then only get paid for the gig itself and not helping them advertise and bring.
Well, that's the struggle. That's the struggle of a lot of venues. They want you, and artists should advertise their own shows. They should promote their shows.
Yeah, too. But
the venues, when they start depending on these artists, they spend $150 for an artist to come in and do a comedy show or a band to come in, and then they expect to make thousands and thousands of dollars.
Right. Yeah.
So here's what we're going to do. Big Country, you're going to come in, you're going to do the show. I'm going to pay you $150. However, I want you to advertise so I can make $5,000 that night. And it's just a bunch of crap. If you want to make $5,000, advertise your dang show, and we'll do what we can, and then you give us more money.
Yep.
It should definitely be a partnership.
And
yeah, it should.
It should come.
It's beneficial, so everybody should be working
If
for the good of the
right.
event.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah, it should.
And if they want me to start advertising, and this is the way I'm doing it now, if they want me to start advertising their shows, then I'm working on a door deal.
Right. Yeah.
Then
Exactly.
you're that, or they're going to pay me more. I'm
Yep.
tired of going in and getting $50 and do $3,000 worth of work.
Yep. And
then
advertising
barely
your
cover
show
my
for their
gas.
venue.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
And
I'll do a
that's-
door deal with you, but I'm not going to. But don't ask me to promote your show. And you need to do some more promotion. I've put it on my Facebook. What do you want me to do? You want me to take out a billboard? I ain't going to do it.
Right.
There are venues that will hire based on how much of a following you have.
Right.
Not whether or
And
not
see,
you're
that's-
any good.
see, that's
And
wrong. That's
there's
wrong.
ways you can get
Every
extra
venue does
Twitter followers and all of that kind of thing. So you say, hey, I got all these numbers. Doesn't mean you actually have the ability to get any rear ends in the seats.
Exactly.
Right. Yep.
Exactly.
And that's the problem. Like, there's no... if I ran a club or whatever, it would be like tryouts or auditions or something. Because they're just
Or you know
going
them by
by
reputation that they are,
numbers.
yep.
Exactly. And then they're putting these people on the stage and then they're disappointed with the way the show turns out or whatever. Well, when you just pick somebody blindly
Well, that's what a lot of clubs do. A lot of venues, a lot of the bigger venues, that's what they do. They won't, like, I'll not be able to go in and and perform a weekend at, say, the Improv, or the Hard Rock won't have me to come in and do a show there because I'm like, here, y'all come, and then you two would be there, and that would be it.
Right.
They bring in somebody who is an actor, like take a Screech, for instance, who's not extremely funny.
That's what I've heard.
But
too.
he's just well known.
He's Screech.
Yeah, he's Screech.
And
Exactly.
he's promoted it. And Mark Price, who was Skippy from
Skippy
Family
from
Ties
Family- I saw
or
him.
Family, one of those shows.
Yeah, Family Ties.
Yeah, and he's not extremely funny, but he has a name.
Yeah.
And then you get all these
And there's
guys.
that bit of like nostalgia, like, oh
Right.
my gosh, I remember
Well,
that show.
Even the guy
and
you talked about from the Back to the Future,
Tom Wilson.
I've never
Yeah,
heard
Tom
his show.
Wilson,
I don't know whether
He's
he's,
very funny.
but he markets. They bring him in,
Right.
Not
Because
based-
he's
Right.
known.
If he was like the rest of us, if he didn't have a big movie, he would be like the rest of us, doing a bar gig for $150. But because he's Tom Wilson,
Yeah.
he is probably the exception to the rule. To where I have heard that he is very funny.
He is really
That
funny.
he is one of those guys you can book in. He'll
out of
bring
the
people in
years
for his
that,
name.
Yeah, out of the years that Paul's been doing comedy
Mm-hmm.
and all of the shows that I have sat through, his show was definitely.
Paula says, I think advertising from the artist should be limited to social media, but the venues should be advertising in newspapers, radio, social media, posters,
Of course.
flyers. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we agree. We
Venues
totally
should
agree.
be doing that anyways for just their place.
business.
Exactly.
It's their business.
Right.
It is their. I have no stake in their business.
Right.
Exactly.
Because what do they do on the days that you're not there doing a gig?
They
Yeah.
still have to advertise.
Yeah.
So
Bottom
what's the
line,
big deal?
they are just a stage for me.
Right.
Yeah.
To me, I could, for a lot of the places I've gone to, and this maybe sound brash, and may sound, I could care less if they're open tomorrow, as long as they're open today.
Right.
Your cat's attacking my yarn.
Oh.
Go away, kitty.
Well, it is a cat and it is yarn.
I know,
It's like
right?
cat.
He's got something new to play with.
Yeah, I've got. Never mind.
You must be the exception because, as a rule, my cat does not like females for some
Well,
reason.
It is,
I guess
it
it's
is a
because
guy.
it's just a male testosterone house. You know, it's
He let me pet him. Let
well,
me scratch his ears.
you're
Aw,
privileged, I
what a
guess.
nice little pussy cat. Let me pet you.
Does he like you?
Well, I don't care.
Oh, you don't care. That's probably then he does like you. That's kind of okay. He bit it because it's all slobbery.
No,
Yeah.
look at that. It's going to be a slobbery blanket.
A blanket, I know, right?
And
I got to
it'll-
make 2 of these. It's for a lady who's having twins.
I was going to say it's going to be
Twin
for a baby.
boys. Mhm.
And they're going to be allergic to cats.
That's something we should talk about. That's something we should talk about. How do women get stuck into crocheting or knitting for other people just because they ain't got nothing better to do?
Why does it have to be ain't got nothing
I-
better to do?
I don't
What is
know.
with
And why
you?
does it have to be a woman?
Oh, is it for a man?
The blanket?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's for 2 boys.
Okay, babies. That's a different
No,
story.
I
I'm talking
love.
about-
Listen,
I'm
my
talking
favorite
about
blankets is the Afghan my mom made for me, crocheted for me. It's the with all the holes and stuff in it is the absolute warmest thing.
They are warm. It's ridiculous, isn't it? Because
Yep.
I'll work on it and have it like across my lap.
That's because
No,
each
I
hole,
enjoy doing it. It's like a creative.
What is it like? Each hole holds in the heat or what?
it's got a force
Probably
field.
because it's the yarn.
It's got a force field around it. It don't
The
allow,
hole has
yeah,
a force field on
It
it.
doesn't allow the heat to escape.
Yeah,
I guess,
there's.
I
I,
don't know.
remember when I was in college. I wish. Never mind.
I know there were so many places I wanted to go with that, and I'm like, wait Tori's
my,
listening.
Our 14-year-old is listening.
Yeah.
I got.
Tori,
kids
go to
listening.
bed.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. It's morning
Go to
time.
Go
bed.
watch Tom and Jerry.
Yeah, go watch Tom and Jerry, or put it on football.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't watch football at our house.
But what else was we talking about? Oh, let me finish talking what I was saying about the Dukes of Hazzard thing. So that's November 21st.
How many
You
times you
already
going?
did
Did we?
that.
Okay.
There's gonna be like
all right.
5 people there.
No, there won't. No, there won't. No, there's going to be a car show there. I'm telling you, it's
yeah.
going to be huge.
It's gonna be nothing but.
Hey, I passed a
General
ton of
release.
classic cars on the way here. Is there something going on this weekend somewhere?
Probably. There's a
Oh
car.
no,
there's a-
you brought
there's a-
me in some.
There's a car. I brought you in the
There's a
back way.
car
So
show
yeah, there's a
everywhere.
car show pretty
Every
much every weekend.
It was just up past the flea market.
Your buddy. Oh
Daryl Worley,
no! What's his name? That's
Larry
going to be
the
here.
Cable Guy.
No, Tuesday. It's going to be down here Tuesday in Deland.
Ronnie McDowell.
Ronnie McDowell is going to be with one of our artists, Lee Gibson, here at the, I believe it's the amphitheater, the downtown Deland Tuesday night. They'll be in concert on stage. I think it all starts at 7 o'clock. So make sure
I
you
had a
check
rubber
that
band
out.
gun.
Good Lord, you need to trim that. Well, I guess it is No Shave November.
No shade November.
Trim what?
That forest field he's got there.
I got your.
That
force
ain't
field.
nothing.
Oh,
Wait a minute. I don't know if I like that.
That's nothing.
I don't know if I like you pointing at me. That
What?
ain't nothing. Your daughter's listening.
Tori, close yours.
Yeah, put it on mute.
She won't.
So Cabbage Patch Dolls is having the
Not
Dukes of
Cabbage
Hazzard
Dolls.
look-alike.
It's
Now, there's
Cabbage
a
Patch
topic
Bar.
I can talk about.
Do
Cabbage
you-
Patch Dolls.
My
I
mom
have a
used to
Cabbage
make. My
Patch
mom
doll.
used to make them, and she used to make Garbage Pail Kids too. Do you remember the cards that
She
they
made
had?
them?
She made them, and she collected the Garbage Pail Kids cards.
Yeah.
And she sold a lot of that stuff here. I mean, she's collected more stuff over the years, and
You know
and
what my
sold
mom
it.
collected?
What?
Pots and pans.
My mom
she-
collected bears.
Because she cooked. That's what my mom did. She cooked and she cleaned, and she took care of me and my brother. That's what she did. She didn't have time to collect a bunch of
I
stuff.
got-
Okay,
But-
let me ask you something.
She did crochet.
Is your mom still alive?
No.
So do you think that would make her sad that that's what she is remembered for?
No.
Cooking and cleaning?
Nope.
No, because that's the way
She
it was.
lived for that.
Yeah, that's the way it was.
She
back in the
loved
day.
it. She cooked. When I got married, she cooked and made the reception dinner for our reception. We didn't go to a restaurant. We didn't have it
I
catered.
don't want to be that
She-
way.
My,
No, but that's what
no,
she
no.
lived
My
for. She
mom,
loved it.
my mom did the
Okay.
same thing
That's what
for
she
us
loved
when
to
we
do.
got
I don't
married.
like cooking.
And when
I like
and my
baking.
youngest daughter is the same way. She
Really?
loves to cook.
Now, see, Tori likes to cook.
And my mom and her hit it off. If my mom had to choose a favorite grandkid, it would be my youngest daughter.
Ouch, you can't say that.
I said if she could.
No, but what
Because
about your
that's-
daughter if she's listening? Your other
She ain't
daughter?
listening. She's got better things to do.
See, I like to cook too, so
No,
but
my
I,
daughter-
I don't like to cook. I like to bake.
I like
and I
the-
like to do like breakfast cooking. But when it comes to like dinner stuff, forget it.
That's where I am. My
barbecue.
youngest daughter does
Barbecue. See, me and Vic's got a lot in common. I
I
like
do
to do
barbecue.
barbecue
Yeah,
just
see, I
like
don't like
Vic does.
barbecue, really.
Well, you haven't had mine.
Yes, I
Oh,
have.
that's right.
Yeah, that's where we all met.
That's right.
Remember?
That's right. And it
In the
was good
in the
stuff.
swingers room in the back there.
In a swingers room.
Yeah, where I hardly got a word in edgewise even then. I should have known better.
Well, you
It's not too often I get out talked.
Oh, that's saying a lot. Well, yeah, okay.
I'm not talking just about him, mister.
I don't
Well,
say
you go,
that.
just butt in.
And even Paul, too, that whole day, you know, when we were down at your house.
Yeah.
and he kept
Hey, what are you
interrupting
trying to
me,
say?
and
Did I
was like,
interrupt you?
Yeah.
No, you, honey, you never
He
interrupt.
doesn't stop.
I just
He doesn't
I
stop
do
talking.
too. All right, fine. I ain't gonna say a word.
Good. So,
And if I'm trying to say
go
something
ahead.
too, he's like, "Now just close your mouth. Shh, be quiet. Let me finish."
I can sit here and push. See, I can sit here and push
Such a
buttons all day.
button.
he can't even be quiet. He cannot even be quiet.
I know.
I bet he can't
If you
go.
send him to timeout, that'd be like his worst
I
punishment
bet he can't
ever.
go 5 minutes and not say a word during the show.
Oh, yeah,
There's
dude.
no
I
way.
do all the time.
All right, good.
Not during the show, but
It is 11:07. You can talk again in what's 5 more minutes? 11:13. 11:12.
okay.
No. Yeah, 11:12.
Maybe we should do some basic math for the next 5 minutes.
Well, we can't do basic math because I don't know how to add.
Oh, yeah,
I-
obviously.
I
That's
don't
what
know
I
how to
mean.
do
Maybe
it.
we should practice.
Right. So, how'd you get into crocheting?
My grandma tried to teach me years ago when I was a kid. My grandparents lived in Massachusetts. We used to go back and visit all the time. And my grandpa was very hands-on creative. He would make puzzles, like wooden puzzles and jewelry, and not like flat wooden puzzles, but like the 3D ones that no one can ever put back together. And he did a lot of woodworking and fishing and like all kinds of stuff with his hands. And my grandma did too. She did cross stitch, crochet, knitting, and all that. So when we would go for the summers, when we weren't down at the beach or out fishing or whatever and just hanging around the house, she would teach us girls how to do stuff. And so she tried to teach me, but I never really got a good handle on it. And then after Paul and I were married and I lived in Missouri, there was a friend of ours, an older friend of ours, that her husband had passed away. And she invited me to hang out with her sometimes in the afternoons. And she crocheted and she did the dolls. Do you remember the dolls?
Oh yeah, my
with
mom
the
used to do
big
those. Oh
skirts
yeah,
and stuff?
crazy.
And so she taught me some stuff. And unfortunately,
Lift up
like
their
this is
skirts.
the only thing I can make.
The blanket.
Yeah,
You
this
can't
is
make
the
a doll.
only- No, this is like the only stitch I'm really good at.
You know how you make a doll? You cut the hole out of that and stick a doll through the
Yeah,
middle.
right.
Of it.
This is like the
It's
only.
killing him.
stitch
Have you noticed
I
how
can
it's
do.
killing him?
Yeah, I know. He's all fidgety.
Yeah, he's like, all right, I'm clicking. I'm going to read Facebook now just to keep my mind off of it. See if he can.
He's probably messaging someone.
He is. No, he thinks he can. He thinks he can go. He's still got.
How much longer?
He's got like 3 more minutes.
My watch.
I don't
is
give a
on.
shit. You got to remember something. You got to remember something. I'm here. You got to remember something.
He went less than 2 minutes.
Listen to me. You got
Without
to
even
remember
talking.
something. I'm here by myself all the time. Nobody lives with me except for the
Apparently,
cat.
You
I
can't
can
You
talk to the
probably
cat,
talk
but
to
he
the
don't ever.
cat, right?
Well, he talks back sometimes, but that's about it. So
That's when you've been drinking. See, you couldn't even do it. Could not even do it. And he was.
I could have. I just
He
chose
was
not
doing.
to.
He was trying and trying. He's like, "Oh, I can do it. Not a problem. I can not a problem." 2 minutes. He was done.
I think he was afraid we
I
were
think
sinking the show.
I think your clock was.
We ain't
Wrong.
sinking the show. I've been getting.
we are the show.
We are. Matter of fact, I'm getting texts all the time from people listening. Like, man, this is an awesome show. We need to do a live show for our show.
How many other shows do you do?
I do my show.
He does his.
Just the
That's
one.
it. Just the one.
All about racing. You talk about racing that whole time?
Well, that's the foundation of it. But no, we talk about barbecue and music and
He's got a different base of fans than what I would.
right. But yeah,
I don't
pretty
have
much-
any fans yet.
We-
Poor
I,
me.
I'm your fan.
You got the comedian fans. Doesn't your comedian friends ever say good show or whatever? You need to tell them to get on. and listen to
Comedians
you.
are, no offense, are
I
like the
know.
least supportive of anything that
really
they're
Now
not
she's talking
actively
bad.
involved
Now she's
in.
talking bad about her husband.
And
No, that's true. That's true.
and yeah, well, he's not very supportive either, so he kind of fits into that.
He's
too.
not even listening.
Yeah,
His wife is here with
exactly.
2 men cooking breakfast, eating.
Hey,
Um,
what's his cell phone number?
We ain't gonna text him.
No, I was going to call him, put him on the air.
No, let's not do that.
Well, that'd be fun, but
He should be working. Actually, he's.
I thought
got
you said
some
he
old
was in.
positions.
He's got stuff
I
to
thought
do.
you said he was
He's playing
sitting
a
in front
game.
of the TV.
Yeah, he probably was, but hopefully he's outside working now.
And he's not even. He's not even listening. He's got things to do.
$5 he's not outside yet.
He better be because the mail lady comes. He's got 2 molds to get out in the mail. I already printed labels for
To what?
molds, concrete molds.
They do. They do like water fountains and stuff for
Oh, do you?
outside yards.
Is that what yours is out there? Yours is all green though.
That's you know how old that is. My grandpa had that in his front yard.
Well, you need to clean it.
That's the kind of
I
stuff we
did.
sell.
I
Is
cleaned
it?
it.
But that's what we used to sell. But now we make the molds that would make that. So we sell
you
to
make-
the people
the
that
molds.
would make that and sell it to you.
See, that's his spot right there. That's where
Brady
he,
was going to start digging through my
that's what he,
purse.
he sniffed it and probably said, "Nah, okay."
There's nothing real exciting in there. You're going to put me to sleep. Will you give me some more water?
I'm purring.
Do you love me?
You want water? Just because I'm standing doesn't make me your shirt.
Okay.
No, I got.
No, it's all right. I just cooked breakfast and now you know why. No, don't get me hot water.
Yeah, I was gonna say, give her hot water.
Now you know why I have to use the bathroom so much. That's my 3rd one of those.
The reason
and I've had 3 cups of coffee.
I bought that water cooler at a garage sale, brand new for $15.
That's
I
awesome.
think the guy hijacked it from his workplace when he stole it. But
Thank you.
it's $1.75 to fill them 5-gallon things up all the time. I drink that water because the city water here is nasty.
Same in Palm Coast. We don't drink the water.
And did you
Well,
see?
yours is salty.
Did you see?
It's salty. It's like sulfury.
It's because you're on the coast.
You're on the coast.
They Channel 6 has done a article here recently that there is somewhere, I want to say here in Orlando somewhere, there's a community that people over near Apopka. Yeah, there's a community where these people for some reason has been getting cancer that live next door to each other, and they think
they
it's
live in
in
a cul-de-sac.
Yeah, they think it's in the water. It's in the city water.
I watched a program. I don't remember how long ago it was, and it was about these women that all got this same kind of rare type of cancer, and they all lived in this cul-de-sac. Well, when you're in a cul-de-sac, I guess in a neighborhood, there's like holding tanks for the water, and they traced back some chemical that was leaching in through these holding tanks or whatever. Anyways, it was interesting.
Miss Jessica Andrews is in the chat room.
Hi, Jessica.
My buddy Jessica.
What's Jessica? Who is Jessica?
Jessica is one of my great friends. She is actually.
Did you see how
I'll
he
have
cut
to
you
t-
off just to
I'll-
announce that he has a friend?
I know.
Oh, whatever. I'll have to. I'll tell you the 411 on her after we
I
get off
told
the
you I
show
was a submissive
because
woman.
whatever. me and her got things in mind for ideas for the first year, and we want to make it a surprise all over the internet. So we ain't talking about it right now.
Surprise all over
It's
So
hush hush.
surprise all over the internet. So Jessica, turn your internet off. Now, what's Jessica Andrews do?
She
Lady
is
Julie Andrews?
she lives in Nashville.
That
She
would be
is Jessica is connected. I'll put it this way: Jessica is connected deep within Nashville. Put it that way.
Jessica.
Jessica could hook you up if you wanted to do something in
Jessica,
Nashville.
hook me up. I do stand-up comedy, and Jessica, do you know?
And he's kind of cute in a cowboy hat.
I am kind of cute in a cowboy hat.
When he shaves.
Do you know Paul Pace or Aaron Holt from Hillbilly Hammer?
Okay, he's like just a name dropper.
Jamie Baxter. See, who else do I know? I know you know Chris Stapleton. Everybody knows Chris Stapleton.
Do you know Chris Stapleton?
She does.
Well, I've met him.
Like for real?
I've met him.
Okay,
She
well,
knows. She knows a lot of producers, a lot of executives, but we're talking about big time people.
Well,
Big
listen,
money people.
First of all, I need big money. Hello.
Well, oh, yeah.
But hey, listen. What kind of producing? Like music producing, or does she do like TV production? Because I got a TV idea that would knock your socks
She
off.
does.
I love
all-
your TV idea.
She does all kind of stuff. I mean, she's just connected.
And we could talk about that a little bit once the show's over. I ain't gonna talk about it too much on the air. But Jessica, look me up. Listen to me. Find me on Facebook, Vic Clevenger, and you and I shall talk, and we'll make beautiful money together.
Is there any such thing as ugly money?
There is not. There's smelly money, but it still spins.
That's right. And sweaty money.
And sweaty money, but listen, it's still. I don't even care if it's from. I don't even care if it's glittery money.
And
I'll
fake
spend it.
money.
You know where glittery monay comes from?
Yes, I
They're
know.
small bills though,
Yeah.
but they still spin.
Oh,
You
I
get enough-
love when you have like a bunch of ones and you go somewhere to like pay for something, and I'm always like, oh, that was my stripper money from last night. Like the look on people's faces. I love doing that.
Oh, that's awesome. So she's still listening?
I believe so. Yes. Yeah.
She's
Yep.
not even talking.
No,
now.
she is. She just messaged in the room. So yeah, she's listening. But
She doesn't know anybody I just mentioned, does she?
she hasn't said either way. She probably does. I think she's just
Look,
getting
we've done tied her up.
either that or she
Actually,
might,
she's done tied herself
She
up.
might be working today too. So it depends on what she's doing.
My buddy-
Sometimes it takes her a few minutes
Let
to
me tell you
answer.
about some of these names. Hillbilly Hammer is a band that got started in Nashville. My buddy Aaron Holt plays for him, and he's played for big names. And but he has he needs scissors. But Aaron plays a killer drummer in Nashville. Jamie Baxter has his own band. He plays down at the Tequila Cowboy and Rippies and Honky Tonk Central and that kind of stuff. And my buddy Paul Pace, him and Billy Ray Cyrus. Paul Pace is a buddy of mine went to high school with. Him and Billy Ray Cyrus had the same manager at the same time. And then Billy Ray cut that song you may have heard of, "Achy Breaky Heart," that went crazy. And so Billy
What song is that?
You ain't never heard
Yeah,
that song
really.
either?
Yes.
So the manager drops Paul because he's like, look, I don't have time anymore. This Billy Ray thing has just blown up. But they all remain good friends, and he's been to Billy's house several times. And it's just but Paul, if you want to hear good traditional country music down in Nashville, go to Swingin' Doors or Rippies or Honky Tonk Central when Paul Pace is playing, and you'll hear stuff. George Jones' wife, because Paul sang a George Jones song at Honky Tonk Central, and he didn't even know she was there, Miss Nancy. She tipped him like, I don't know, $20 or $30 because he just sang a song from George Jones and just loves him. So it's so go down there. Those are the names I drop. Those are the people I hang out with when I go
She
down
went to somewhere last night. I can't remember. Where'd you go last night, Jess? She said, I think she went to Music City, a club. She went and hung out with actually the artist that I'm going to be interviewing on Sitting on Tailgate Wednesday night, Derek Kreider. He's an artist I'm going to interview. She went and seen him last night in concert down there in Nashville. So
Does she hang out with our buddy Eric and Nicole?
Yep,
And
she knows
Rachel
Erica.
Holder?
She knows Jess pretty much knows everybody we know as far as in the music circle and
I
everything.
love
Yeah,
Erica.
so
Erica's my buddy. Me and her
did
hang
you see
out.
all the pictures she posted from the CMA Awards?
I did. I've seen the pictures she's posted since she's on vacation now or something.
Yeah.
In her house, her new house. Yeah, Erica's nice. I like Erica. She's one of my
How
faves.
long has it been? Let's see, it's been what, a couple weeks since I've interviewed her. Yeah.
Yeah. So anywho, Jessica, hit me up if you need a comedian to hang out with. I'm funny, and according to the popular people, kind of cute in a cowboy hat. But that should not make a difference. But I mean, if I'm easy on the eyes,
shouldn't make a difference.
But if it helps,
Doesn't it always make a difference, no matter what?
Because you ever seen a guy ugly in a cowboy hat? Yes, we have.
Ooh,
He wears
we
cowboy
have?
hat and flip flops.
I do not.
Well, that's because he's a Florida cowboy.
I wear a cowboy hat, and I got the most killingest boots ever.
Killingest? Is that a new word in the dictionary
It is
now?
for me. That's how I roll, man. I make up my own stuff. Listen, I'm original.
I'm going to have to get me a cowboy hat and cowboy boots.
You should.
I think I could rock it.
You could. Every girl's sexy in cowboy hat and cowboy boots.
Yes, that's
I've never seen an ugly
real?
woman. Yeah, I've never seen an ugly woman in a pair of cowboy boots or cowboy hats. I've seen
Well,
some
I
that are
love
prettier than.
boots.
I've seen some that are prettier than others, but I've never seen an ugly one.
Why do you think Gwen Stefani's got a big thing for Blake Shelton now? It's not because of his
Because
big
he-
hat.
Well, he doesn't wear a hat, first of all.
He wears
We
ball
were just
caps.
talking about girls
No,
being
wears-
sexy
he wears
in
both.
cowboy hats and cowboy
But
boots.
you know
and
what,
you
though?
said, why does she like him?
Because she likes
He-
cowboys. But check
Oh,
this
okay,
out.
that's
but,
true.
Well,
That's
But
everybody
check
likes a
this
cowboy.
out. Check this out. When she went to the after parties with him, they're saying that was the first time ever that she's been seen dressed up as a country girl. She had pigtails. She wore a hat, had a flannel shirt on, the whole 9 yards.
Oh, she's going stereotypical.
Well, too.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. That's the only thing I would take issue with it. I don't want to say take issue with it, but it's like that whole country looks kind of becoming a trend now.
It is. Everybody
and
wants
there's
to be-
a lot of people
everybody wants
that's
to be
doing
me.
it, but they're not really country. But I guess it doesn't really matter.
Everybody
They're
wants
do-
to be me. It's a
they're-
fashion statement now.
Everybody wants to be you.
Yeah,
They're
everybody-
doing the country thing because it's in.
Well,
It's-
country
Yeah,
is the
that's what I
hottest.
said, it's a trend
country
right now.
music
Yeah,
is the
it's-
hottest
it is.
genre right now ever. I mean, it's bigger than anything else.
Is it?
Yep. More albums and more people are attending country concerts and more albums are sold.
It does seem
than
like it's
any-
really grown because I hear a lot more about.
But
that
you
kind
get a lot of
stuff
stuff
than I
going
used to.
on, and what I think is playing on the radio now is not really country.
No, it's bro country, they call it.
It's got its own sub
It does.
genre called bro country. It's more Florida Georgia Line, Sam Hunt, that kind of junk. Sam Hunt's not even.
See, you don't
bro
like that
country.
stuff. That's like the only stuff that
Yeah,
I've listened to that I'm like, oh, I kind of like that.
I would choose.
It's because I'm not a real country person. Yeah.
I would choose Florida Georgia Line over Sam Hunt.
I would too.
Sam Hunt
'Cause-
is more of a he's more of a pop singer.
He is.
Where he talks a little, sings a little.
I love that "Take Your Time"
Just
song.
be-
Oh,
Yeah.
it just makes me melt.
Well.
Just because you're from
Don't roll your eyes at me.
just because you're from backwoods Kentucky or whatever and got a twang in your voice
What?
doesn't mean that your music is country when you actually sing hip hop. That's what they're doing with Sam Hunt.
oh,
Yeah,
I see.
he's a hip hop singer.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying he's a bad singer. I'm just saying it's not country. And that's what people get. Well, you don't like Sam Hunt. It's not that I don't like him or like him. It's just not country. It's not a country song. He's not singing country music. He's
Yeah,
not,
well, I was surprised when it was country because I had listened to the song. I'm like, I love this song. Tori hates it. I love it.
yeah, because
She's like, it's so weird that he just talks in the middle
Tori
of the
has
song.
taste.
She has excellent
Tori,
taste in music,
Tori's a
but
country
she's
girl.
not a country girl.
Yes, she is.
No,
She
she's
doesn't
not.
like
She's
Sam
like
Hunt.
My Chemical Romance and
What?
yeah,
What's My Chemical Romance?
it's a music group
Is it like
more alternative.
Like here, My Chemical Romance? We drug you and
What are you
then
doing?
sleep with you.
They're from her Chemical Romance is probably from the UK.
But she
Our
does
Chemical
like
Romance.
she likes
Our hero is
Demi
Bill Cosby.
Lovato and what? I missed it.
You
Do
said
I even want to know?
you said that was funny, wasn't it?
It was.
Yeah, My Chemical Romance. Their hero is Bill Cosby.
Oh snap!
You like that? Isn't that funny? Tell that to your daughter.
Yeah, then I have to explain it.
Well, yes, you might know. Who doesn't know what Bill Cosby is? So who else is talking to us now? Is Jessica
They
still
want,
talking to us?
they want to know what the hell's up with the red boots.
Who's Red Boots?
My red boots? Oh, that's
Oh, them were some
those-
snappy boots.
those are my boots. That's my thing. Red boots.
We need to get a boot. We need to get a boot company
Are
to
they
sponsor
kind
us.
of like? I don't know. I
Boot
want
Daddy
to
or
say
something.
I've got.
kind of girly, but I don't want to offend you.
They're not. Well,
Like they
They're red.
twist up at the tip.
huh?
Don't they go up at the tip? Because I don't like that.
they're-
Like
they're-
elf shoes.
Those kind of boots.
No, I
he
don't like
wears-
those.
Those kind of boots he wears are called cockroach killers because they're pointed. They kill
Yeah, well, they're not
They are
that
really
pointed.
pointy.
They're not that pointed. I can get more pointed if I wanted. I don't like it more pointed.
What was on the top? Teeth or something?
No, on the top of the ones I wore when you saw me was a cobra.
Oh.
A cobra head and hood.
You mean you have more than one pair of red cowboy
yeah.
boots?
I've got a pair of lizards
Anybody
that I
would-
special
yeah.
ordered, and I got a pair of pythons, and I got a pair of
I want to get a pair of
brown
I want to
red
get a pair of
ones.
ostrich boots.
me and Eddie Montgomery from Montgomery Gentry was sitting on his bus talking about red boots one time.
I don't know who that is.
Paula says she don't care for Sam Hunt either.
Good for you, Paula.
Okay.
Or
so I'm
Florida Georgia Line.
I'm
Good for
totally
you,
outnumbered.
Although she's seen Florida
Get
Georgia
used to
Line
it.
in concert, and they put on a great Florida Georgia Line. The boys do put on a great show.
They do.
Do you know the lead? What's the lead singer's name? Kelly. He's actually from Ormond Beach.
Yeah.
He went to Ormond Beach High School over
Yeah.
there.
But men can't go to the store and buy red boots. They pretty much have to special order red boots.
Oh, she
If
said
they
thanks
want
for the ad.
Thanks for. Oh yeah, she friend requested me. So you got friend requested right here, friend accepted right here on the air at the sinkhole.
I'm glad. Yeah, I'm
But
glad.
red
I'm
boots,
glad. I'm
that's
glad
what me
to
and
help
Eddie
you.
Montgomery was talking about, and he was so. Well, we were on his bus and we were enjoying ourselves, and he just would not stop petting my boots.
That's just weird.
It was weird, and I'm like, but he's Eddie Montgomery, and he's a big old famous country singer, so I'll let him touch my red boots. So
Okay. I'm glad it was just your boots.
it was just my boots, but he's a good old boy from Kentucky.
I was
so.
going to say, if anything else on you is red, we're in trouble.
Yeah, well, no, I'm the one in trouble.
Well, that too.
And itchy.
Itchy, yeah. WBCW Florida Country Radio, the network station here, doing the Saturday morning sinkhole with you.
Because we have nothing better to
with
do
our special
with our
guest,
Saturdays.
with our special guest, renowned, known, and international
Touring colleges and clubs all over the nation.
Yeah, that's right.
hate that.
He brings
Standard
he brings
comedian
hate it.
opening.
he brings
Hate it.
Girls Gone Wild to a whole new level.
Yeah, like girls. Like I
Gone to
bring
sleep.
girls gone.
Mr. Vic Clevenger.
Yeah. The standard that just drives.
Oh,
me
they say it for everybody.
crazy.
I know.
Here's
Can
an
be seen
introduction.
at clubs and colleges
Seen
all
in
over
clubs
the
and colleges
nation.
all over the country.
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, Vic Clevenger.
As
I'm like-
creative as all these comedy guys are writing their own jokes, nobody can write their own bios.
Here's what I tell him. He says, "How do you want me to introduce you? Just a regular way?" I'm like, "No. How about just from Kentucky?"
Yeah, there you go.
I'd just say you came from down the street.
Yeah, whatever. I don't
Yeah,
even
this
care.
guy just showed up. We're going to put him
Yeah,
on the stage.
we found you on the corner, and we decided to bring you in and told
Yeah.
you to tell some jokes.
I had a comic. I was emceeing at the time, and I had a comic. I said, "How do you want me to be introduced?" He said, "Well, here, read this." And it was a page and a half
What?
of stuff to read, and it was like, "I've appeared in this, and I've appeared in this, and I've been seen in
Okay,
this."
you
And
don't
I've-
need a full
And I'm like, you know
bio.
what? I'm not reading it. I'm just like, here, this is so and so from Tampa, Florida, and enjoy yourselves. And then
See,
I'm
I
done.
think there needs to be a little bit. You got to get them a little excited. But touring over clubs and colleges across the nation
It's
is
so
not that
crazy.
exciting. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I hate it. I don't let him. I won't let him introduce me that way.
I always what Paul did when he was first starting to do comedy, because he does clean comedy.
Right.
He actually
Because we've talked about
Tori
it being
was-
our show.
toured.
show
Yeah,
going-
I know, right? I gotta quit saying that.
What?
Anyways,
right?
Yeah, right?
I know, right? It's like a
I
Florida
know.
thing. I never said it till I moved here.
That's
I
not
never
true.
even heard
That's
the
not
saying
true.
till I moved here.
That's not
Well,
true.
it's not a Missouri thing, that's for sure.
Hey,
You're from
Jessica,
Colorado.
You and I have a lot of mutual friends.
I told you she does. She rolls, man.
Look,
She
Hunter,
rolls
me
in
and
the big
Hunter-
deal. She
Hunter,
rolls in the big
Hunter
deal.
and I are big buddies because she just and Erica. So you got Erica on here and Randy. Randy plays the keys for Colin Ray. DB Chase used to own Chase Lounge. He sold that because I was going to try to get her to do some comedy shows. Morgan Neiman is Jared Neiman's wife.
Yep.
I don't know who
I'm friends
Paula
with.
Burrell is.
I'm
but she
friends
and I
with
are-
Craig
me and her-
Campbell.
She and I are
I'm-
same friends.
I'm friends with Craig Campbell's wife.
I'm betting
Rick
Vic's our
Monroe.
only mutual friend.
Rick
I'm betting
Honecker,
Vic's
he's
our
from
only
West.
mutual
Rick Honecker is from West Virginia, just up the street
Oh
from
yeah, Paul.
just up the street from me, Brian McDonald. I'm not sure how I know Brian, but Jamie and I, he was singing. Jamie, I was coming in to do a show in Jackson, Tennessee, and I stopped by the Swinging Doors, and Jamie was playing. So here's your little story. So Jamie was playing, and I was meeting him and Paul at the Swinging Doors down there off Broadway, owned by George Street's manager, by the way. Swinging Doors is, and so he's going in there to. And next thing I know, I'm walking through the door. He stops his song and he says, "Ladies and gentlemen, world famous comedian Vic Clevenger has just entered into the bar." And I'm like, dude, why'd you do that? And I'm not even world famous. I'm just like mildly, I'm like world internet.
Yeah, right.
So it was.
I don't
fun.
think there's any good intro really because
There's not.
You don't want to undersell it and you don't want to oversell it, and I just.
Like so,
But
what
you
I put
still
on there,
want to kind of get people excited about it,
exactly.
though, too.
Well, when you're a middle act, you're not. They're not there to see you to begin with.
Right.
The
They're there to
headliner is
see
the only one
headliner.
should have credits.
Right. Whoops.
The headliner should be the only one whose credit should be read. The rest of us be like, hey, you may have seen this guy on Fox or NBC or something.
Yeah.
Then you say his name. The headliner's the only
I
one.
love the TV credits. You seen this? Like somebody's in the audience of the baseball game on Fox, and they're like, "I have a TV credit." I've
Oh
been
yeah,
on
yeah,
Fox.
yeah. Yeah, I had a guy
You
who
can't go
sat.
by some of these guys' bios.
You can't. This guy, he bragged to me. Him and his son went to see the WWE on USA when it was on USA or one of those.
Right.
They sat behind the guys that do the announcing on the WWE for the Monday Night Raw, and so they were on TV practically the whole night when they would cut to those. So now in his bio, he says, "As seen on the USA Network."
Oh my
And I'm like,
goodness.
really? You're going to put that on there, and just because you sat behind the commentators at a WWE Raw event. Like, that's so lame. Give me a real credit.
Wrestling ain't like it used to be, man. I used to watch the
Listen,
old
we're
days.
not even
but,
talking about that.
oh, well, you said like WWE.
You got to
That's
hear
the
the whole
only
conversation.
thing he
Oh,
zoned
okay.
in on. Just
Yeah,
that.
you're access because he's. I don't know. That's the only thing he knows about. He doesn't know anything about.
Single-minded. That's all.
I was
he's a
in the
guy.
bathroom. Jeez.
There you go. Single-minded. He's in the bathroom. You always see a guy he's either around a table or in the bathroom, and that's where you've been this entire morning. You've either been around his table or you've been in the bathroom.
No, he was in the kitchen.
No.
He did help me find a few things in the kitchen.
Well, hello, kitchen is synonymous with table.
And I
Oh, it is. That's the same definition.
and I helped her turn on the stove the oven.
But I already knew how to do it. Thank you very much.
So what else is our fan base of this show saying? To us?
I'm looking. Jessica's just laughing at you. Tori's just saying, "Huh?" And Paula is talking about Florida Georgia line. So,
All right.
but
So,
Paula, she's the one that would spread our show for us on Saturdays. Jessica does too. So that's
well,
that's
shout
a
out to
good
both of them. Well, and everything. Even these shows, you have a comic doesn't have. And if you notice I'll get a whole sentence out here in a second. These shows.
That's
I
all,
do know, I need
folks.
something. What has she got put in this coffee?
he doesn't
these
make
shows,
it very strong.
He doesn't.
Does he? Like, you
He's
can see right through
It's
it.
kind of like a girl.
Well, that's because I don't want you to be bouncing off my damn table.
Well, listen, we're leaving as soon as this show's over with. So as soon as this
Okay,
show's over
bye.
with, I'm like a piece,
See you.
like a real hipster piece,
Oh,
or
yeah,
or,
that's the other
or
thing.
deuces.
Every comic, when he takes the picture,
You said you're leaving after
he,
the show.
he does the whole piece. That is so stupid. I hate that.
I hate it too.
If you go to
Or
these
they
people,
do the finger pointing, where they just
Yeah.
point at whoever's standing there.
yeah,
with
I don't
them.
like that either. I'm like, how about just put my arm around you and let's just smile and take a dang picture?
Right.
Why do I have to pose?
Why do we
like,
have to throw gang
peace
signs?
or like what are you doing? Like are you still trying to vote for Richard Nixon? What in the world?
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah,
we should
Richard-
do.
yeah,
I'm
Nixon's
like,
the
oh
only
man,
one
I'm
that did
glad
that.
you.
We
you're
need to come
Richard.
up with a new thing.
I'm gonna say every time I
New
see a
thing what?
picture of somebody doing the deuces thing, I'm gonna say you must support Richard Nixon because
Paula-
he's the one that made it
Support
popular.
Richard Nixon.
Paula said she's still working, but listening.
So don't listen. Tell your boss, Paula. I said you can have the rest of the
Yeah,
afternoon
right?
off.
It's
freaking
Saturday.
Saturday.
Paula's her own boss.
Oh,
Oh well,
Paula?
then-
So I say, Paula does promoting. That's what I'm saying.
yeah, and
Oh,
that's
okay.
24/7.
listen, Paula. I want to come to Nebraska and do some shows. Listen, Paula. We have a remarkable idea for a show.
Yes, we do.
And for a TV show as well as a live show.
Did you like how I just threw myself right in there?
Listen, I've been thinking about who I would have as a tour manager if we got this thing off
It'd
the
be
ground.
me, right?
Well, hello.
Because I can do hair and makeup too.
I don't want any makeup, but hey.
I can do the hair.
I know all about the hair. And we can do Big Country's hair.
Hey, he's got
I'm not a
buzz
comedian,
down.
so
Get
I'm
a
not
raise.
no part of this.
Yes, you are.
I'm
I've
not no
got
part
a
of this.
role for you.
Oh, jeez.
And don't I, Miss
Yes.
Sarah Lee?
Yes.
I've got a role for the live show. I've got a role for everybody, and it even involves Paula
That's 'cause of
and
how big his
Jessica.
heart is.
If you all want to know, hit me up and let's get a group chat going, and I'll let you know about this idea, and we can get something going. Because that's the thing about any kind of entertainment. It's all about networking. It's all about who you get to know, even through like a little show like this, or through going through.
'Cause you're knitting.
Going through shows and stuff, but I hate the freaking peace signs and the uncreative introductions.
I do too.
Paula says, "Yeah, we can work on that." So
All right, good.
You've already-
She's gonna
Yay,
love my
Paula.
idea.
you've already made a friend. So I
Well,
guess
and Jessica's friend requested me too. And
Where's my friend request, ladies?
Jessica? Listen,
Hello.
hello. They looked at my picture, saw me in a cowboy hat.
That's it.
Hello.
I can't compete with
It's
that.
a wonder that I haven't reached my limit on my Facebook friends. As it
Right,
is.
I know.
know, right?
I can't compete with that. Who's got a cowboy hat? I need to try on a cowboy hat.
All right, let's.
Big Country's got a camo one hanging up
I
on
do.
the deer.
Yeah, not sure I
Amber.
can do the camo.
Why not?
I wanted to buy a camo hat. My wife
Because it
wouldn't let me.
doesn't match my outfit.
I had believe it or not, I had to search all over God's creation just to get that, because when it first came out, you had to actually special order a camouflage cowboy hat because they were basically a made to order type thing.
Yeah, Sheplers has them.
Do they?
Which is not
Well,
Sheplers anymore.
I was gonna say,
it's
they
Boot
probably-
Barn now. Boot Barn has
Oh my
gone
gosh.
crazy. They bought Sheplers out.
I had no idea I'd be talking about fashion and shopping with
Li-
two country boys
Listen,
in the morning.
well, here's our fashion.
It used
Can
to
we
be
talk
great.
about,
It
like,
used to be.
Macy's
Give me
All right, hold on, hold on.
Wranglers
Before we start,
and boots,
Shoes.
and Resistals and or Stetsons, and you've got me.
Before we start about fashion with the Boot Barn and talk about the Boot Barn and how much they're doing around here in Central Florida, let's take a commercial break real quick.
Well, hold on. Before we do a commercial break, Jessica, if you're still listening, and Paul, if you're still listening, give us your favorite artist's song, and then Big Country will play it in this show if he's got a copy of it. If not, then we'll find an equivalent.
I should probably have. Well,
We'll
yeah,
find we'll have an equivalent.
I should have it all.
All right, so we'll
all
take
right,
a commercial break. You come back,
Yep.
give us your picks, and then we'll play it.
You're listening to Saturday Morning Sinkhole Show right here on the Florida Country Network.
He was dressed in black, she was dressed in white, about to say I do. But suddenly he didn't want to. 'Cause he had another girl that caught his eye. And it's been like this for a long time. She ripped her veil off, threw the flowers on the floor and walked up to me. Scared tears rolling down her face, but she didn't even speak. So we hopped in the front of that 65 Mustang fastback, and we drove away on a full tank of gas. We won't be hitting the red lights, only the green lights. Pedal to the floor, leaving dust behind. Any go get your gun, 'cause we're gonna ignite. So light it up, burn it down, yeah. Tell him to stay there, don't come back around. That girl looked at me from the passenger seat, said I'm only 19. This is kinda crazy, but you and I make a pretty good team. We drove so fast that we were out of town for the church service and only scared of going back again. Yeah, yeah. Don't need the red lights, nothing but green lights. Pedal to the floor, leaving dust behind. Any go get your gun, 'cause we gonna ignite. Light it up, burn it down, yeah. like outlaws in that 65 fast van. But the boy dressed in black came back around to make amends. So I rolled my eyes 'cause it all just started again. Oh yeah, going the red lights, nothing but green lights. Pedal to the floor, leaving us behind. And he go get your gun, 'cause we're gonna ignite. Light it up, burn it down, down. Tell him to stay there, don't come back around. Yeah.
Saturday morning sinkhole show with you, hanging out here with me, BC, and Sarah Lee. She's she ain't cleaning the kitchen. She's putting the leftovers from breakfast away, and Mr. Vic here, Mr. International renowned known Vic. Okay, let's see what people put down here. Paula says, "Sorry, hubby was talking to me. What did you say about requesting a song?" Vic wanted to know
who your favorite singer is.
Who your
and
favorite
Vic
singer
play
is.
a copy of their song.
Jess said it would be it would have to be Blaine Howard or Trent Tomlinson. Now Trent
would be all right.
Trent hasn't. Yeah, Trent's. Believe it or not, he was kind of like a one hit wonder. He had one or two songs that topped the country charts, but now he's just mostly playing local bars and stuff like that. Small.
Trent's going to be all right. He's coming back.
Oh, I hope he does.
He
I
will.
hope he does because he's
one hit wonder would be somebody who had a song back in the '90s and are just playing it around. Trent's just having. He's kind of like Jennifer Nettles. Would you call it Jennifer Nettles?
She wasn't a one hit wonder.
Well, Jennifer Nettles hasn't had a hit.
She was the lead singer of Sugarland.
Hasn't had a hit.
Oh no, she herself hasn't.
But
no.
she's a artist right now. But I wouldn't call her a one-hit wonder. But she's out playing and doing all kinds of stuff. And I think that's where Trent's at. Trent has had a couple songs, and now he's kind of taking a hiatus, recording new albums, doing new work, and then he'll be back.
But his songs was in the top 5.
Mm-hmm.
I think, matter of fact, one of them.
He'll
be
back. What's Jessica saying? She's talking to you.
No, she's talking about Derek Kreider. He is coming back. He is a songwriter. Yeah.
See,
well,
told you.
I knew Trent was. You didn't know which one. Oh, because that's your pocket was vibrating.
No, I just know because Jessica, she knows things. And
I know Jessica knows things.
Correct you.
Jessica knows a lot of things. Trust me.
In line.
Jessica
She keeps you in line to correct you when you make your little faux pas.
She does.
Well, no, because he just goes back and forth. He's like, "Oh, I'm wrong. I'm right. I'm right. I'm right." Until you're proven wrong, and he's like, "All right, I'm going to show you how come I know I'm wrong, but how it's right."
I never said that.
That's
I'm the first person. I am the first person to tell you if I'm wrong.
Has he ever said you was wrong? I've never heard it.
No, I'm serious. I'll do what?
Well, that was pretty funny.
I didn't hear that.
That's probably the funniest.
I will. If I'm wrong, I'll tell you I'm wrong.
Cosby joke, that was pretty funny.
If I'm wrong, I'll tell you I'm wrong. But I'm hardly ever wrong.
Yeah. Or whatever. All right. So what were we talking about? So we got a place in Trent Tomlinson.
Yeah, she said Trent's a great songwriter. Paula says, hard for me to say because of all the artists that I represent, but someone who I totally respect and appreciate is Florida native singer and songwriter Erica Durance. Now, Eric is a good artist. We've actually, I think I've gotten a couple of his songs on your racing show. If you don't hear his music, I'll send it to you. I got it for him, Paula. He knows. He knows who Eric Durant is.
Yep.
Eric.
You can still send it to him.
Eric is also the lead.
I'll put it on my iPod.
Eric is also the lead singer of Tobacco Road.
I love Tobacco Road.
Who is out of Florida.
I love Tobacco
Yeah, so
Road.
so you know who Eric Durant
Yeah.
is then.
Tobacco Road you hear on Sirius. I listen to Sirius
Right.
more on local radio. But in Tobacco Road you hear. And local radio is killing me, so I don't even listen to them anymore.
Tori says Dad said that he's never heard Mom so quiet for so long. That's
Well, that's
because
'cause she's not
that's
near the
because she's
microphone.
not near the microphone. She's in there.
Tori, she's in the bathroom taking a dump.
Yeah, she's in the bathroom. She's going here. Listen real close.
That was your mom.
That's your mom right there. Oh, yours is bigger.
So now you all know how this show has dawned to the crapper because Big Country and I are making fart noises. Going to the church.
Vic pointed out he pointed out something. He said that every time he goes to my bathroom, he's going to church. And then I didn't realize that the name of the company name that made the toilet seat on it is called Church. So-
Oh, you're welcome.
Do what?
I didn't get on the outside of the jar. I put mine right on the biscuit. Well, then that was because Big Country did it. So what we have is we got a show idea that involves me and Sarah's husband, Paul, and Big Country. And then Sarah will be in the background making sure our hair and makeup is good. And then maybe...
Jessica says I've been wrong before. I ain't never been wrong.
see, I told you, Jessica. Keep him in line.
Jeez.
So, anyway...
Garfield says I'm not wrong.
Garfield, yeah, it's because you feed him. He has to say you're right. He's like, oh, I'll starve to death because there's not even any mice here.
He's scared to death to even go outside. Believe it
I
or
don't
not.
blame him. I don't want to go outside either. It's freaking hot out there. Thank you. So it's we were talking about radio. We were talking about going to church at the toilet,
Yep.
and Jessica. I'll play Trent Thomason. Jessica picked out a song, and I said you were going to play it.
She did, but I don't have it.
You don't have it?
Not that one. Not the one
All
that.
right.
That's
So
one
who
of his
would be
new
a
ones.
Trent Thomason equivalent?
Stop that.
Stop what?
Patting your leg.
I'm just doing it with my back scratcher.
It's
But
obnoxious.
don't do it. It's annoying.
Why is it
It's
not?
like somebody
Oh
going
my
around
God.
clicking a pin all the time.
You two? Are you two married?
I hate that. I hate when there's somebody just standing there and you're trying
It's
to
only
talk.
okay if you're the one doing it. Then it's
Well, 'cause
like
you don't even
super
know you're doing
addictive
it.
And it's okay. But if someone else is doing it, it's the most annoying
freaking
thing
annoying.
ever.
I'll do it so you can't hear it.
Yeah, whatever. I don't want to know where it's at now. If we can't hear it, I don't want to see it either. So we can't play Trent Thomason because you don't have anything and you can't think of an equivalent.
I
for
don't.
it.
Well, I do have some Trent Thompson, but it's not on this player. It's actually on my other player, and I would have to. It's a pain
All
to
right,
switch.
there's
them.
a copyright issue apparently.
No, we can play it. We just wouldn't be able to play. We wouldn't be able to play the whole song. That's the copyright
Well,
issue.
play part of it.
I don't have it. It's not.
All right.
that's
Well,
what I'm saying.
anyway,
If I knew it, I would sing it.
Jessica, we'll have it ready for you next week, honey, or he will. I won't. 'Cause I won't be here.
What?
So we've got.
Paul just texted me.
What did he say?
They're making fart noises on the show while you're in the bathroom.
Well, that's funny because
But that's a good thing. Paul's actually listening. Oh my God!
I know. That
I'm
was my
impressed.
thing. I just asked Tori. I'm like, he's actually listening.
That just proves my point right there. He's not sitting in front of the TV still playing video
No,
games.
he's
No,
not.
I
but,
know.
he's not outside. But he's not outside doing what
He
he's
should
supposed
be
to
done.
either.
He should be done. He only had
See?
to trim
Oh, okay.
two.
It was only like there was like 2 blades of grass out there. He takes a pair of scissors out there and trim them, and then he's done.
All right.
No, he doesn't do the grass. We have a grass boy.
You have a grass,
Grass
boy,
boy.
and
What's
Sarah
a gra-
sits out drinking
what's a
sweet
grass
tea
boy?
while he goes out there and mows the lawn without a shirt
It's actually a friend of mine that I take care of. He has a lawn business. He's like 17. But I'm best friends with his mom, and I do her hair and her husband's hair and
Okay,
both
so
her
as
boys'
in-
hair, and then he takes care of my yard.
on. Oh, look at you, bartering.
I
That's
used
the
to barter
system.
with my massage therapist and my accountant, too, when I lived in
Nice.
Missouri, but I haven't got any of that here.
Nice.
Jessica, I do have some Trent Thomason. I just don't have it on this player. I got one player.
what-
I got one player strictly for here. I'll find an artist that's close to him. I got one player strictly for new artists, and then
Let's play some Sam Hunt.
No,
No.
let's play country music.
hold on. I'll give you
So
somebody.
what does Jessica do? You said she was like a
She's the one
radio
that's-
personality,
She's the one that's connected in Nashville. Yeah,
and she's
but she's
where
done.
does she live in Nashville?
Yeah, she's done some DJ work at one point, but she's more connected with the promoting and
All right.
advertising stuff like that. But What we talked about, don't say on air because that's a secret.
I don't even know. I don't even pay attention to you when we're not on there.
Okay, here. This artist here in new music would be equivalent to something like
Trent
like
Tolson?
Thompson's. Yeah.
Trent. And Tobacco Road. I like Tobacco Road. You know Tobacco Road?
This is Derek Kreider. This is the artist that I'm going to be interviewing Wednesday.
Okay, so it's not really like Trent. It's just he's promoting his Wednesday show by
No.
who he's interviewing on his Saturday show. Nothing like pre-promotion. I can't even hear. I can't even hear.
Oh, that's right. You can't hear. Can you?
So I hope it sounds good. Jessica, I hope you're happy.
Here.
No, forget it. No. I haven't listened
We're
to
both-
the show the whole freaking day. So why start in the last 10 minutes for me to listen to the show?
His mic's on, but he can't. Yeah, he's
Well,
just talking. He can't hear what we're.
Yeah, but
He
shouldn't
can.
we just be playing the music and not talking?
Well, we're talking over
We
the
can
song.
talk over the song. It don't make a
Yeah,
difference.
so Jessica,
the-
I do apologize.
that's
I
the
hope
great-
this is equivalent to Trent because, well, I don't even know.
That's the greatness of technology.
I don't.
All right, help me figure out what country song I was listening to this morning.
All right.
I'm wanting to say it was called Survivor or something like it.
Nope, that's a
It's
band.
a slow song. No, I'm talking about the song. I don't know who sang it.
Was it a girl?
No, it was a man. And shoot, I'm trying to remember
She can't even remember the songs.
the lyric. But he was talking about being a survivor, a get up and doer,
Yeah,
and
that's what it's called, Survivor.
I was going to
Okay,
say
who
that sounds
sings
like
it?
everybody. That sounds like about every country boy in.
No, he's a newer guy. I can't remember his name.
he's got a very deep voice.
I'll find it out for you. I'll
It's,
Google it.
it's not McCreary, is it? Scotty
No,
McCreary.
it's not Scotty
Like,
McCreary.
why would you ask me? I don't know any of these people. Like, how am I going to be able to answer that question?
Got a deep voice.
He's got a deep. It's a slower song.
How slow?
Not quite slow dance. Although it depends on your definition of slow dance.
No,
Survivor, the one line was,
I'm a getter doner or something.
yeah, and it talks about, like, lighting fires, and he's a fighter, like, oh, jeez.
That sounds
But
like
it starts,
that
the
song.
beginning of the song, he says, put your head on my shoulder, because he's talking to his girl or whatever, singing to his girl.
Well, that's Destiny's Child. It keeps coming up with Survivor.
Jessica says, what was the lyrics again? She can't figure that out, Jess. She's trying to remember what the song was this morning.
I'm a do or dyer kind of thing.
Yes. That's exactly what he says. Oh, my goodness. Is it Riser?
Oh, Riser.
Dirk
That's Dirks Bentley.
Bentley.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's his new one.
That's his latest one, Dirks Bentley. You'll like him.
I like that song.
You'll like him. He's one that sings Drunk on a Plane.
Yeah.
Oh, and he's not very cute.
Says the only woman in the United States.
I know, right?
I told you I have different tastes.
Well,
My first crush on an actor was Kiefer Sutherland.
he's
Yes.
weird.
The name
From
of the
Lost
song
Boys?
is Riser.
From Lost Boys, you liked him from Lost Boys? Is that where you had the first crush on him, or was it from that one with him and Julia Roberts? When him and Julia Roberts dated for a while.
Dirk Bentley was on Lost Boys?
No, we're talking about
Kiefer
Kiefer Sutherland.
Sutherland.
Keep up there, mister.
Yes,
Yes, this is the song.
the heartbeat.
How do you say his first name?
Dirks.
Dirks.
Yep.
Dirks Bentley. We're trying to, Jessica and Paula and the rest of y'all listening, we're trying to educate Sarah on country music.
On
today.
country music.
That's because
yes.
she's never done country.
See, that's what y'all should do, a show on just educating Sarah. It's called Educating Sarah on country music.
Isn't there a movie called Educating?
No, there's one called
Educating.
Suddenly Susan.
What the heck?
I don't know what he's trying to do.
She wants to hear Riser.
Who?
Oh, me?
This one.
She heard it on the radio this morning. She was just asking about it.
I
She didn't
actually
ask-
listened until the station faded out.
She didn't even.
I made it
Why are
almost
we
through the
even
whole
playing
song.
this? It's a slow song, and you're gonna bring this.
Oh, it is a slow song? Okay, never mind.
You're gonna bring the show down.
I'm
We
the
could
last
play
10
Sam
minutes.
Hunt. I like that one.
You got to play. Not playing no Sam Hunt. This is a Sam Hunt free
Free
zone.
zone. Bummer.
Sam
The only
Hunt,
way-
Sam Hunt may be good for hip hop, but that's about
The
it.
only way Sam Hunt would get played on any show that I am on live is if he walked in the door and said, "Hey, can I play a song?" And
All right, Sam Hunt, that was your invitation.
So
Come on over to
BC.
BC's house, and I'll make breakfast,
It ain't
and
my
we'll play
show.
your
I don't care what
music.
he does.
Dude, if he called Vic would have a heart attack.
No, I would not.
Yeah, you
Trust
would.
me.
I
I'd be
wouldn't.
like, look, honey, I'm married. That's what I had to tell her.
He'd be so disappointed,
know
according
he
to
would.
you.
That would
Hello,
be the
have you
new
seen
show.
your hat?
That'd be the new show. Brokeback.
Don't
Mountain.
wear them red boots.
Don't worry.
Brokeback Country.
I did a show one time with a gay comic, super good guy.
Jessica's falling behind. She's going, what? Huh? Who?
Yeah.
Who?
So anyway, he wears sandals that are red, bedazzled sandals.
Bedazzled.
Yeah. So we call our shows the Red Show. Kind of like the red. You remember the old Red and Green show?
I love red green.
Yeah. Well, we
Eh?
call this in the Red Show.
Isn't the Red Show? Isn't that on the RFD network?
I don't know.
I think it is.
RFD.
RFD.
That's country. That's like
Oh.
that's like
Real fast
yeah.
delivery is what it stands
No,
for.
it's real. It's like Larry's Country. You ever seen a show called Larry's Country Diner?
Honey,
We're
look,
talking-
she's not doesn't see
Oh, that's
anything.
right. She ain't done no country.
She didn't even ask.
We're talking about back in the days.
Well,
Merle
RFD,
Haggard.
RFD is a network of
Yeah.
of agricultural stuff. They do nothing but country stuff. They do farm reports.
Yep.
They do the price of beef, that kind of stuff.
God, it sounds exciting.
Yeah.
At night
But
is
they
when
also
the
have
shows.
old hee haw reruns.
Right, yeah.
They'll have they do the American rodeo. It's called the American, and they do that in Texas every year, and it's huge. Big PRCA sanctioned rodeo with bull riding and roping and all stuff. They do all.
I
this
went to
big stuff.
one rodeo and left in tears.
Why? She
It
felt
was
sorry for the
so
bull.
traumatic.
Traumatic for who?
The bull. Hey, you messed with the bull.
My-
You get the horns.
My parents drove to Cheyenne, Wyoming for
Oh, Cheyenne.
what
That's
do they
George-
call
that's
that?
George Strait song.
Cheyenne Days,
That's
or
George
what's
Strait
it called?
song.
What's
George
it called?
Strait,
Called Cheyenne.
Yep.
We got her speechless.
Anyways,
Tori, remember this. We got her speechless.
Yeah, talk George Strait to her.
It
and she won't
happens.
say a word.
All right,
anyways,
Jessica.
Cheyenne
Jessica
Days.
said she needs to go, so bye. We'll
All right,
see you
Jessica,
later.
Bye,
thank you for
Jessica.
listening. Hit me up later. We'll talk promotion.
Anyways, my parents took me, and you know when they rope the little baby cows by the legs, like they let them
yeah.
out and they run, and then they rope them, and then they tie them all up together.
Yeah.
They broke this baby cow's leg.
Oh,
Yeah, it was awful. And then later
what they did
on,
with
one
it,
of the
don't you?
photographers got mauled by the bull
they made veal out
right
of it.
out there in the.
You
middle of the arena.
You know what? Then you would really hate being in Mexico.
My
during the
sister and I
run of the
cried.
bull.
I've never stepped foot on
During the
another
run of the
rodeo.
bull.
No, I love
ever.
rodeos. Rodeos. I could go to rodeos every freaking day if there's one nearby.
I think it's awful.
That's crazy.
Rodeo is where country. If you go places like where you lived in Wyoming and
I didn't
and
live in
Utah
Wyoming.
and Arkansas and stuff like that, that's good country.
Rodeo started off
That's where rodeos are.
is
At.
they made competition out of work. Is how rodeos got started.
Yeah,
Yeah.
keep
Everything-
things exciting. I do that for the kids. The first one to get the dishes done.
And that's what they would do. They would do Erica, Nicole's, and Catalina. Nice.
Oh my gosh, really? You're gonna tell us all your Facebook
I know.
page?
The like the bull riding and they roping of the calf. That's how they would capture a calf to brand it when it was born. And so they said, let's make a competition, see who does it better. Like I do it better.
But I don't think they'd break their legs.
Well, when they do that,
No, they didn't. They won't do that.
I
on
just went
purpose.
to a bad day at the rodeo.
They just won't. They won't do it on purpose. They probably.
Right.
It's just like dog racing. You ever go to the dog track and watch the dog
It's
races?
just like somebody changing a baby's diaper.
Well,
and it
and
breaks
so,
its
yeah,
leg.
sometimes they break their leg. During, I didn't catch that. What was that? It's like the dog track.
How many of you got? 3?
Two.
2.
It's like
I got twice as many as you. I've never broke a leg yet.
Me either. I mean, I had one fall out of a bed one time, broke her collarbone.
I did that to my sister. I picked her up and body
Top
slammed her.
bunk.
I did that. We were.
I broke my
we
brother's
were,
finger
We were
'cause
horsing around on the floor watching TV. This is when we were young, and I picked her up and came backwards like this with her, and didn't realize what I did. And Dad hollered at us and told us to get up on the couch and sit, and she's still crying. and couldn't figure out what was going on. So we ended up at the hospital at 12:30 in the morning, and she had a broken collarbone.
My daughter
brutal.
got upset at my wife. Of course, she had bunk beds in her room at the time. Got so angry at my wife, she just threw herself back on her bed, toppled over out of her top bunk, and broke her collarbone. Missed her desk, which was underneath there, by that much. And I was in Tampa at the time.
My third daughter, the youngest girl, has broken both her legs. Before
That's
she was
what
even
Tori
2
just
years
said.
old.
Tori said, I just broke. She says, I broke both of Olivia's legs.
She didn't break.
What'd you
Olivia's
do,
legs.
Tori? Tori's gangster.
No,
she works for the mafia, probably. She carries a baseball bat and likes to break legs and crack
She-
skulls.
She
Mama,
was
or
there.
I'll
She
break
was
your
there.
leg.
She was there both times. That we had a trampoline, and it was Olivia's turn to jump on the trampoline, and Tori did a butt bounce as she got off, and the trampoline just hit her foot in just such a way that it broke her leg, that it broke Olivia's leg. So then she felt awful, and it was just like an accidental thing.
Right.
And then she gets out of this. So an 18-month-old in one of them big metal boots was torture. And then she had just gotten out of that. It was like a month later, and they were playing with her, and she was jumping in and out of her car seat, and she landed on her foot funny and broke the other leg. And then she ended up in a cast. That one was worse, so she had a cast first, and then she had the metal boot afterwards. But Tori was there for both, and she was little, so she felt bad.
Good for you, Tori.
I still love you, TT.
I broke my brother's finger because he changed the radio station. I said,
He tried to put Sam Hunt on?
We were on our way to church, and we was out in the car, and on our way to church that morning, and I put it on country music. I don't want to listen to that. I didn't change channel. I said, I'm going to listen to it. He says, I am going. So I put it back. He says, don't you change that channel on me again. I'm like, don't you change my channels. And broke his finger. And I said, and don't point your
I hope
finger
your
at me.
parents beat the living daylights out
No.
of you for that.
I said, and then I said,
He ain't
and
never been beaten a
don't
day in his life. Except
point your
for,
Well,
finger
that
at me.
explains a lot.
Listen,
I know.
my brother did not have to fight in school ever because he followed behind me. People,
What does that have to do with
that
it?
means
You're like
you were
Mr.
that big
Tough
in high
Guy?
school that he had to hide behind you?
I was. People didn't mess with me. If they did, it was. And so my brother coming up, and they're like, "Oh, so you're Vic Clevenger's brother?" Like, yeah. So, all right. Because he was afraid if they messed with him, that I would come after him.
I'm not a fighter. I had a couple girls
Yeah.
in high school want to fight me over stupid.
But don't change my radio
Drama?
station. I'll break your finger.
And I told them, I'm like, listen, let's don't and say we did, and you can tell everybody that you beat the tar out of me, and I totally lost. I said, saves me all the bruises, and you get all the glory of being the winner of the
But there's a
fight. I think
satisfaction.
fighting is stupid.
Well, there's a satisfaction. So we're gonna watch
She
the
would-
MMA later.
She would rather crochet than fight.
Well, she's
I'm a lover, not a fighter.
She's a crocheter, not a fighter.
Yeah, there we go. I'm a crocheter.
Well, it's 12 o'clock. Do you guys want to keep talking, or do you want to
I got
like
things I
stop
gotta do
this?
today. I got a show tonight.
Yeah, that's right. Where are you going to be at?
Where are you at
I'm in
tonight?
Clearwater tonight.
Well, plug
at
it.
Two
Come on.
Palms. I am in Clearwater, Florida tonight at Two Palms. I'm not even sure if it's a bar or hotel or restaurant. I just have to Google it and then drive over. Takes me about an hour and a half from my house, so that's where I'll be tonight.
The Florida and
Kill
Vanderbilt
it.
game is on right now. Who do you think is going to win?
Who's playing?
Florida and Vanderbilt. I think Florida's going to win this just because Vanderbilt hasn't been doing too good today or
I
this
used to
year.
babysit for the ex-coach of the Vanderbilt.
I like Old Miss against Arkansas today. The Razorbacks. I like
Go Broncos.
Alabama. That's pro. I like Alabama over LSU. I like FSU over Clemson, and Miami. Who cares?
Go Buffs. That's college.
You say Buffs?
Uh-huh. CU Buffs.
Who?
The CU Buffs. Colorado. Boulder.
The Buffs.
You said you were from Missouri.
I spent 15 years in Missouri. I don't even like to admit it, but I grew up in Colorado. I used to babysit for the coaches for the CU Buffs.
All right, I gotta go.
Okay.
All right, we're going to sign off of here. Hey, thanks for hanging with us this morning here on the Saturday Morning Sinkhole. Don't forget to check us out every Wednesday night here sitting on a tailgate with me. We're going to be interviewing Derek Kreider next Wednesday. Friday is our lunchtime country jam every noon time on Fridays. Don't forget to go vote for your artist. Go to www.wbcwradio.com. You can vote for Big Country's Top 20. Yeah.
I think you
You
need to
can
say
vote
that slower. Go to WB.
Just go to wbcwradio.com.
It's kind of like a radio
And
station.
go-
WBCW.com.
And then go
Well,
to
isn't
Big
that
20, Big
supposed
20, Big Country's
Yeah,
Top
well.
20 Countdown. Vote for your favorite artist.
Kinda weird.
And then
We
will
better
do
shut
our,
up. He's going to do it all
we
over
were doing,
again.
We will do our first show
He can't-
December
we
4th.
tried to get him to stop talking, and he won't stop.
Well, we do our first top 20 show on December 4th.
Single-minded.
We're going to be at
He's got one thing on his mind.
we're going to be at
It's either the
Dukes
table
of Hazzard
or at church.
and Sam Sula for the. Listen, damn it, man!
See, Jessica left too soon.
You ain't right.
Yeah. So www.bcw.com.
WBCW Radio.
Radio. You forgot the radio.
Oh.
Com.
WBCWradio.com.
Oh, there you go.
WBCWRadio.com. Oh, yeah. Okay. But, yeah,
It's a little giggle like a little
Kinda
girl.
high pitch there.
Yeah.
she probably don't even know who you were talking about.
WBCWRadio.com.
You know who that is?
No.
Jeff
Hold on.
Dunham.
I was going to say, yeah. You ever seen Jeff Dunham?
Jeff Dunham.
Oh,
Ventrilo-
Jalapeno on a stick.
Yeah, I've seen a little bit of his stuff.
Well, that's what Peanut does.
What
You know
he-
what?
He says,
like-
Jeff Dunham.
I like the one that always plays the drunk with the white collar.
That's-
blue
Oh,
collar.
Bubba?
That's Bubba.
Which guy?
Bubba D.
Bubba D.
No.
Yeah, that's the
With Jeff Foxworthy and...
Oh, Ron
Those
White.
four
Ron
guys.
White.
Ron
Yeah,
White.
I
Ron
like
White.
him.
Yeah, he's the only one I haven't met.
Oh,
And
well.
I don't know.
Be gone with you then.
I know. I'm done. I'm out of here.
So, anyways,
Bye. I'm going
yeah,
home.
December.
Bye, Felicia.
Bye. Anyway,
Listen, don't turn my mic off. I'll come to yours.
you said goodbye. Oh, okay. So, anyways,
Come on,
December.
I'll share.
December 4th, first annual Dukes of Hazzard Hoedown at Cabbage Patch. Go to CabbagePatchBar.com. Also, Space Coast Country Jam coming in February. We'll have more details for that.
Yep.
Any
Are you
information
still
that you want.
dragging me to that?
I don't know, maybe. Yeah, I think I'm dragging both of you because I know his buddy might be there because they're trying to get him now to come and perform.
Daryl Worley.
Yeah, Daryl Worley.
No, not comedy. Music.
So, yeah, check everything out on WBCWRadio.com.
camp
Don't
out.
forget, we're back here again next Saturday morning, 10 o'clock,
We'll
with
get
the
some tent.
Saturday morning sinkhole with
Bills
me
on
and
fire.
Sarah Lee.
I know,
We want to
it's
thank you for
fun to
hanging
go
with
to
us.
campfires.
Here's a little bit of
See?
music to
There
go
we
out
go.
for you
My
this
dad
morning.
taught me
Have a
right.
great day. It's football day right
Football
here,
day.
Saturday morning sinkhole show. Say goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye. WBCWRadio.com.
Yeah, it's
Bye, Felicia.
It's .com.
I ain't rich, but
I
I
ain't-
damn sure
Who's
wanna be.
This is Chris Jensen.
Jensen?
Working
Jensen.
like a
Jensen.
dog all day,
Buy me a boat.
working for me.
I like it. Buy me a boat.
I wish I had a rich uncle that'd kick the bucket and I was sitting on a pile like Warren Buffett. I know everybody says money can't buy happiness, but it can buy me a boat. It can buy me a truck to pull it. It can buy me a Yeti 110 ass down with some silver bullets. Yeah, and I know what they say, money can't buy everything. Well, maybe so, but it can buy me a boat. They call me redneck, white trash, and blue collar. But I could change all that if I had a couple $1 million. I keep hearing that money is the root of all evil, and you can't fit a camel through the eye of a needle. I'm sure that's probably true, but it still sounds pretty cool, 'cause it could buy me a boat. It could buy me a truck to pull it. It can buy me a Yeti 110 ice down with some silver bullets. Yeah, and I know what they say, money can't buy everything. Well, maybe so, but it can buy me a boat to float down on the water with a beer. I hear the Powerball lotto is sitting on 100 mil. Well, that'll buy me a brand new rod and reel, and it can buy me a boat. It could buy me a truck to pull it. It could buy me a Yeti 110 ass down with some silver bullets. Yeah, and I know what they say, money can't buy everything. Well, maybe so, but it can buy me a boat. Yeah, and I know what they say, money can't buy everything. Well, maybe so, but it can buy me a boat. Yeah, it can buy me a boat.